Fucking shit. We're live, man. Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to Let 'Em Know.
Happy Dustin Fridays.
Happy Dustin Fridays. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again. It just keeps coming back for more.
What's going on, Rellin? I see you out here.
What's up, Rellin? How you doing, baby doll? Tough show. Tough show last week. Or the other day. Anyway. Fuck, I mean... What's going on, Lloyd?
Not much, man. I'm pretty sore right now. Had a nice, tough wrestling practice, earlier today, this morning, and our team looks really good. I'm excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, it looked like some warriors, man.
Oh, yeah.
I had a pretty good roll earlier today with Dustin. Rolling hard. Getting it in. Fucking tearing it up, choking shit.
I don't like how we have this empty seat here.
Yeah, I considered moving over, but Dustin's on his way here, actually. He's gonna
cool.
Yeah, he's gonna come and chill with us.
It was just making me sad, like, that chair was representing, like, yeah, Jim Michael's not here.
Yeah. And also, like, hard to find a replacement. To say the least.
Ain't no replacement.
No. That's not like he's even gone. He's just happens to be in Pennsylvania. But yeah, man. I had some good rolls today. You the same, apparently.
Yeah. We got a lot of first year wrestlers that have been looking really good. Like they can actually compete in some of our holes, which is super helpful, like football kids and shit. So I'm happy about that. I think that we have a good shot at regional title. I'll say it here, and it would be the first time.
Well, you want to
in
drop
team history.
You want to drop the name of the team, location, and all that. We'll shout out.
Oh yeah, shout out to Chantilly High School wrestling. That's my alma mater. Chargers, purple pride, purple platoon.
Tear it up, kids. Fucking A. Drink to your wrestling squad, your boys. It's so funny to me, man, that you're essentially a high school teacher.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's cool, man. It feels really good to have kids look up to you and actually listen to things that you say. And sometimes it's hard because, I mean, they're high schoolers growing up, turning into young adults, and sometimes they go through some shit. And when I used to coach down at Granby, when I was in college in Norfolk, Virginia, the Granby High School. Anyways, that school has serious history, like 20-something odd state titles from old school. That's where the Granby roll is invented, and it's a well-known wrestling move. And it was really cool to be able to say that was the first place that I legitimately was a coach.
That's cool. That's cool as fuck, actually.
Other than that, it's been Chantilly.
What did you call it? The Granby roll?
Granby roll. Granby.
What is that?
Basically, when you're in bottom position and you just roll your way into an escape. To break it down simply, I mean, it's kind of hard to
without doing it.
Yeah,
I get it. That's cool as fuck, though.
Oh shit! Rellin said he's repping his Chantilly colors right now. I gave him a Chantilly wrestling shirt, and he's
word.
Appreciate you.
Rep.
Love it.
Repping it out. Yeah, you were talking about high schoolers being, well, what I heard was essentially high schoolers are a pain in the ass.
the
not
kids that
not all not all of them. I'm just saying, like in general, kids, especially men that are the ages between fucking 13 to about, I don't know, 21 are fucking jackasses.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
I was in that demographic as well, and I fit the description. So it's pretty much standard operating procedure for
Granby
for men coming of age.
Granby was an inner city school. That was a really good first experience because some of the kids I coached went through some rough stuff. One of them who ended up, he was an undersized heavyweight, like a young kid, only a sophomore, and he was wrestling at heavyweight. He was barely even any taller than me, just super stocky. And
What is heavyweight when it comes to high school wrestling?
same as it's 275, so 10 pounds more than
275
275 is the max.
is the max. Okay. Where does it start though?
But yeah, some kids will wrestle heavyweight that are like 200 pounds. That's what this kid was, and he was just really athletic. Anyways, he won a district title, and that night his dad got shot up, and he ended up being okay, but I'd never experienced something like that.
He won a district title the night that his dad got shot.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
nuts.
intense. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it's an inner city school, and I got to coach a lot of kids that I got to coach a lot of kids that were super willing to put in that time in the room because they didn't have anything at the end of the school day to go home to. So they would stay in the wrestling room as long as they could until we basically were like, all right, it's time to go home, you know. And actually, the state tournament, one of the years that I was coaching there, was in Fairfax, Virginia, which is really close to my home and where my parents live and everything. And we had several Chantilly High School parents, wrestling parents, that had the Granby wrestlers that made the state tournament stay at their place, and it was really cool. It was a good experience for them to be able to be in like a nice neighborhood. Like, I come from Leave It to Beavertown in Chantilly. It's a nice town, a nice suburb town. So these kids got to stay in like really nice place, and I had a blast. And pretty much half the team, there were a lot of kids that didn't necessarily make the tournament that came to watch and cheer on the kids that made it. It was a really good time. Good times with Granby High School.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. That's definitely, it's got to be good for kids living, in poverty a lot of times. And I mean, you hear that about some of the best in the world at everything, is that, they don't have any other option but to go all in, balls deep in whatever the hell it is that they're doing. Like, whether it's fucking, more, like football or basketball, or fucking wrestling and martial arts.
It's good stuff. It's a true family community too. Like, I mean, I was hanging out with one of my best friends today. He's in town from Texas for Thanksgiving, and he helped coach the practice with me and my older brother today. So it's a serious bond that you build for life with some of your teammates. I was his teammate from back in middle school. I've had teammates that I've been from all the way in youth that I still keep in touch with. Like, my head coach through my high school days is one of the closest people to me. Like, I competed in all sports. There's no kind of camaraderie like there is in wrestling for an option for like middle school and high school level type of, youth sports competition. Because if you think about it, man, if you were a star football player in your high school back in 10 years ago, you can't really come back. I mean, you can't come back and do the same the way that alumni in wrestling can. We can put our shoes on and actually roll with the kids and be hands-on, whereas they can't really put on their football pads and be like, let's go run some drills. It's just different. It's a completely different kind of bond. So
yeah, if you were a football player in high school and then you go
Dustin.
back, yeah. Speaking of which, here's a guy who might have a better opinion than I do on this entire thing, but
What are we talking about?
really,
talking about just like high school sports and shit like that. Lloyd was saying, you're as alumni, yeah, you can get in there and roll with high schoolers as far as like training and stuff like that. But if you're all of the man that's fucking known as Dustin, you're not gonna get in there with high school kids and fucking hit them, when you were fresh out of high school, or like when you were like 22, 23, get in there and just smash some sophomores.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty bad idea.
Hand me those headphones over there, Dustin. Let me get you hooked up. Let me pull that microphone up to where you're good at. Here you go. So what's going on, baby?
Oh, I don't know, a little sore.
Yeah, a little sore.
That's to be expected.
We're all a little bit sore. All three of us done a little bit of grappling tonight.
Yeah, it was good though.
it's always good for you.
Yeah,
Oh shit! I see you got that that brain drank,
Yeah,
that neuro bliss. Oh shit!
I enjoy it. Helps me chill out.
Is it like some weak ass water, or is it like actually got like a taste to it?
No, it's white raspberry. I don't really know what white raspberries taste like, but this is my favorite one.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Lloyd was saying basically, it's as far as I guess fraternity is concerned, there's a deep bond,
I
guess
like
when
that word too.
when it
because
comes to wrestling.
that relates very much. I think because, I mean, I was actually in a fraternity. We talked about that a little bit last episode, but yeah,
Well, the word fraternity itself actually means brotherhood. So it's,
yeah, it's a perfect word for it then.
yeah, I was never in a fraternity
Neither was
or
I.
anything, and like some of the stuff that goes on with those is like borderline laughable to me. But and I've met some
Kind of culty, yeah.
Yeah, I've met some frat boys in my day, and obviously it's different for everybody. But I got my own brotherhood, my own fraternity, and it's with people like like you, Jamike, Rich, Dustin. It's Shane.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get Shane back on the show too, by the way.
for sure.
But
Yeah, fraternities seem to work out pretty well for, I never did it. I never really wanted to do it, but just the networking after you graduate,
Yeah,
I always thought that would be really beneficial.
honestly,
I
I
heard
don't
about
think
that a lot.
I don't think I've taken enough advantage of that
Really?
personally, which I really should, because I'm from Pi Kappa Alpha, which is one of the oldest and more well known. It's always ranked top 5 for recruiting every pledge
Well,
semester and whatnot.
a lot of people say it doesn't matter, but I have a lot of friends that pledged different fraternities, and they say that it helped them out immensely once they got into their career and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a thing to put down on a resume, and then potentially have your boss, be from the same fraternity.
yeah, that's interesting to me. That's an interesting thing. It's weird to me in a way that it's like, yo, these are the people that I smoked weed and drank with when I was in college. Like,
Yeah.
Or are you from the same fucking?
Essentially that's what it is. But-
it's I don't have a problem with fraternities or anything like that. I just I was never in one, and it's just I don't know. It's just some of the hazing shit like that you hear about. And I guess, I understand it's not all the same. You said last time, you were hazed, right?
No, I said that I actually wasn't hazed that badly because I was already pretty cool. Or I don't remember if I said it on the show or not, but I was actually pretty cool with a lot of the guys that were in the fraternity that I pledged for because I wrestled with them in high school, a lot of them. So, and
yeah, I saw
with that,
fucked up hazing.
With that, I guess people just didn't really care to mess with me.
Witnessed it with my own eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how were you? What kind of hazing did you have to go through, Lloyd?
I mean, there was like PT and stuff like that. I'm not really supposed to get into
it.
too much detail because it's not really fair to the fraternity. I mean,
Well,
I find it hilarious that people have loyalty to these groups after the fact. But it's all. I mean,
you wouldn't find it hilarious if you knew how much money I invested into it.
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
dues were a lot, but man, we had a hell of a time. I mean, yeah, the dues per semester to pay to be in the fraternity, they weren't cheap.
Jesus.
But you got your money's worth if you actually showed up to shit. You better believe it. I mean, the parties were freaking fire, 110%. Like,
yeah. I mean,
you could not be in a fraternity and end up just being somebody that had to scrounge for parties. But we always had something going on every weekend. So
scrounge for parties. I don't know. I can't imagine that either.
No.
It's like I pretty much skipped right over the entire college experience. I went to a community college, but I had friends down at like VCU and stuff like that, and I don't know, man. Every time I went down to VCU, we would just go down there, walk around Richmond, walk up the steps of somebody's place into a party, and all of a sudden it was on. Jump around from like 38 different ones a night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that was a pretty wild period of time too. But I'm not downplaying what you're saying. I just have no idea really. So what did you say? You were saying you saw
I'm
some...
not in a fraternity, so I can talk about it. But I won't say the school. But it was a big school, really, really big school here on the East Coast. And I had a really, really good friend that was in a fraternity down there.
Did I happen to have already said the name of it?
No.
Okay.
And I got invited. He invited me to their fraternity Halloween party. And it was madness. It was crazy. But they made me like a quote-unquote honorary member to just haze people. And, some of it was just ridiculous. Like, they made this kid stand in the closet straight up for like 8.5 hours and locked him in. He couldn't sit down. Another kid had to sleep under somebody's bed. In the morning, like after the party, when everybody was just terribly hungover, they made this kid beer bong, Lucky Charms and ranch dressing with a Damian Marley wig on, like standing on top of a podium. My friend that pledged said he had like a tin trash can put on his head and he was hit with a 2x4. What else happened?
Oh, that's funny.
He got sent home from this school, which is very, very far away from where he lives, and one of the older fraternity guys sent him home to his house to pick him up a pair of socks and bring him back that same night. And he did it.
How far?
6 hours.
One way?
One way.
Jeez, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
That's what
kept me from it.
These are the problems that I have with it. Like I'm saying, all right.
I don't want to be a part of anything
I'm not trying
like
to
that.
lie. I'm just like, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that was my thought on it. Like, I told him not to do it, but he did it, and it has helped him, later in life as far as his career and everything. But I'd be
Has
damned.
it really?
I guess
that's-
maybe. He probably could have done what he's done without it.
That's an undeniable benefit to something like that. If it really has helped out, then
Yeah.
Then it is what it is.
But I'd be damned if somebody's gonna hit me in the face with a 2x4, whether I got a trash can on my head or not. We're fighting.
Yeah. Well, What did you say? Whether or not I got a trash can
Dustin,
on my head?
I have a strong
Yeah.
feeling that if you would have pledged to fraternity, that the brothers would have taken it pretty easy on you because they would have been scared of you. So
I don't know.
You're
I've
not like every other pledge.
Yeah, but I've seen some of the
Plus,
brothers
I'll-
that are as big as me, so it depends on where I went, you know.
That's true. Still,
But yours sounded a little bit more respectable. Like, it didn't really seem like they were just fucking with you guys just for the sake of fucking with you guys. Like,
I actually 100% agree with that. I think
Yeah.
that's really true.
yeah, it sounds just from what you
That it
said.
was reasonable and
It sounds really respectable, you know. Like, give you a
They
little
just
bit of a
wanted-
hard time, but
like
Yeah.
nobody had to like lick a white like
There's
dehydrated dog turd on the
nobody made
sidewalk.
you do any like weird sexual shit like or anything like that.
Yeah.
So anything that was hazing was just
tolerable.
to try, yeah, and to try and break you into like just proving your worth. I guess not in any kind of like weird way. Just like
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like if I were like head honcho of some fraternity, my idea of hazing would be like, all right,
Read this book.
no, we're gonna. Well, I'm a pretty laid back dude, but I feel like it'd be something like, all right, okay, we're gonna spar.
Oh, yeah, that's a test of a man's measure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just gonna. It's just gonna be like, we're gonna fight, and then after that, we're gonna know where each of
Yeah.
us sit at. But you're not gonna like make a fool out of me, having me like stand on a bucket for 20 hours and then like make me eat a dog turd. and,
Yeah.
like if you can't beat me up, I'm not doing
That's my thinking on
that.
it.
If you can't
like,
beat me up, it's not
if
happening.
you can't whoop
We
my
did-
ass, and
You
force
better be
me
able to
do it.
Yeah, you better be able to whoop my ass and make me do it if you want.
Yeah.
If that's how you want this shit to go down, you better be able to back it up.
Yep.
we would do an event at the beginning of each recruiting like season.
Was yours
Or-
like was? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but like I just wanted to know. You said you wrestled with a bunch of the guys. Was yours like kind of like wrestling oriented?
There were a lot of guys that wrestled in my fraternity and did just any other sport. So I mean, there was a thing called the President's Cup where we have flag football, basketball, softball, a few other sports, and whoever did the best and like collectively throughout all of the sports throughout an entire year of school would get the President's Cup, and we held it for like 12 years in a row. Every year that I was there, we had it. So
That's cool.
yeah, it actually was something that we took a lot of pride in. And I played softball. I didn't do any of the flag football or basketball.
Yeah.
And then we also had soccer. So we had a really good soccer team. But shit, what was I gonna say?
Well, anyway, I interrupted you, but whatever you were getting ready to say. We were talking about hazing. It was right after I was talking about how, like, it would be a fight. We're fighting.
Oh yeah, we would have an event before, like, hard pledge recruiting season goes at the beginning of each semester, and we'd put on these. It would be a fight card. We would set up a ring and everything, and it would be a huge party out of it. So many people would show up. I have pictures somewhere. I'll try and pull them up sometime.
What kind of fights?
It would be the brothers head to head. Very oftentimes it'd be like you versus your little brother, which I'll explain that. You have like everybody has their own big brother. If you're
Oh, it's like
unfamiliar
a
with it.
sponsorship type thing.
Well, when you're pledging and you're like close to becoming into the fraternity, they have like a big brother night where a brother of the fraternity that has been close with you and like helped you along the way of your pledging process is usually the one that's picked to be your big brother anyways. So like on the fight night, it'll be like a big brother and a little brother that are in the fraternity very oftentimes. And it's just a fun event. You wear these huge gloves. So we're not wearing like regular boxing gloves. We're wearing like big because we're not trying to kill each other, and it's fun. But shit, we still hit each other hard, and you're getting hammered, and
Yeah, if you put
and it takes a lot of energy. I I threw up after one of my fights. I did it 2 or 3 times. And yeah, it takes so much out of you, man. I was just like swinging for my big brother. Pat Louis, shout out to you. I don't think you've ever gotten to tune into the show yet, hopefully.
You put 2 pillows on my hands, man. I'm hitting harder than I would.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy, and it's a fun time. It looks silly, just wearing these oversized gloves and just swinging at each other drunk as shit, so it's a fun time.
Fuck yeah.
It's a good way of getting
Sounds like a lot of parties.
hot girls and fucking, just having a good time.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, it sounds like a good night, It sounds like a fucking fun party.
Oh yeah.
But I'm almost 30, so this shit is so far like this is like, and it's shit that I never did. So it's not shit that I didn't do. It's just I didn't have the college experience really.
I had a good bit of it, and it was fun. Like, I went to Bridgewater for a while, which is in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
I had some friends that played football there.
And we would party at JMU all the time because Bridgewater was kind of lame as far as parties go. So I had a lot of experience with that, and I had a lot of friends that went to JMU.
Sorry, trying to get this set up. That's not good. I don't like that response.
I didn't have the college experience like like a lot of people had. Literally, when I was 18, I started going up to New York. New York and New Jersey, Delaware, up north.
For the tournaments and stuff?
No, actually, this was after all the Taekwondo tournaments and stuff like
gotcha.
that. But I found a job down putting up temporary construction fence.
Oh, okay.
So I started working hard labor when I was like 18, like fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
So I had a completely different experience from a lot of college kids. And it's funny, man, because about when I was like 22, 23, a lot of 4-year degree kids that I was, around the same age started trickling into the job market, and I'd start running into them doing work and stuff like that, and I was like baffled by that point in time I was already fucking jaded and just like I was like a grizzled fucking beat up body guy who just worked. Rochelle was pregnant with my son, so it was around the time when I started looking to buy a house, and I'd run into people freshly graduated from college with their 4-year degree, and I was just like, man, like a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people, I'm just like, whoa, you are like a 17-year-old still.
Yeah.
I was just like,
That's
what
me.
the fuck? I was like, how does this even happen?
I
was like, do you understand the real world? Do you understand now that you're not in school anymore?
Me and you
like I said, it's
kinda
not.
touched on that a little bit.
It's like I said, it's not everybody, and I don't mean it in a negative way. In some ways, I'm envious because I kind of wish that I still felt like that
you
when I was
weren't
like 22. But
jaded by
I had a
life.
kid. I had a kid on the way. I was buying a house.
Yep.
I was working literally, to the bone. I was freezing my fucking ass off up in New York, driving there from here, and then getting paid like $100 a day for that.
Gotcha.
No matter how long the day wasn't done until the fence was up.
Yeah.
So I was up there working. It was regularly like 16-hour days for like $100.
Jesus.
So, and then we'd have like a $60 allowance for a hotel to stay in.
That's not a lot of money.
Yeah,
For a
like if we
hotel.
had another near. Oh no, it's horrible.
Yeah.
You know what a $60 hotel gets you in Philadelphia?
Syphilis.
Yes, it gets you fucking AIDS, man. It gets you a door made out of cardboard.
Fuck
and,
that.
And you hear fucking gunshots in the middle of the night, and you're not even. the fucking doorknob is like that one over there. It's
Yeah.
like, does this thing even really actually lock, or can you just like stick your fingernail in
Yeah.
it from the outside and open this shit? I mean, the fucking the sheets on the fucking bed, it was like you could pick it up like a piece of like thin plywood or something.
just
Like, it was
stiff.
just like stiff as fuck.
That's
I mean,
fucking disgusting.
I mean, it was brutal, man.
Yeah.
Like, that was... And I don't pat myself on the back or anything, but that period of time, I'm surprised at how little whining I did.
Well, it
But-
builds character going through shit like that.
But yeah, I mean, that was complete...
I need Colin. Just, no,
What did he
don't-
say? Let me see it.
You don't.
Fucking, I was just reading Christian's comment. He said something about interning for fucking Timbaland. Alright, so I only got one Colin Guida. I'm sending this contact request, Colin. Is he ready?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
been waiting, and I've kind of been.
Okay. Sorry about that, Colin. You know how shit goes around here. We don't have a producer. I was talking to Rochelle about doing like a producer type situation. I'd be pumped to have somebody to do any kind of fact checking and, you know, like the Jamie of the JRE.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Rochelle said she's down, but I got to teach her how to do everything. So.
I think that she'd be the perfect one to do it. She's our number one fan.
Yep, and she's always here. And, yeah, no, it would be awesome.
Colin.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I'm surprised he's the only Colin Gwynn.
Colin, how's it going, baby doll?
I can't hear him.
Hold on a second, man. I got no audio from you. Where'd you go? I lost your video. There you go. Let me get this audio situation straightened out. Hold on. Do 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 do. Hold on for a second, buddy. I don't know what the fucking problem is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Colin. Say something. Nothing yet, huh? Nothing yet. What the fuck, man? Oh, this shit makes me upset. Makes me upset when I have to deal with this shit.
Hang in with us, Colin.
Yeah, just hang in there for a second, buddy. We'll get you. We're gonna get you squared away.
Dustin, you want one?
What's that? Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta take a shot with Dustin on Dustin Fridays. Here you go.
Brother.
Oh, look at him! Look at him go! He's tickling my nose, this silly bitch.
Cheers.
What the fuck? This is fucking bullshit, Lloyd. What did you do to me? Do.
That's pretty alright. What is that?
Yeah, just a second. There we go. Speak, Colin.
Hey,
You gotta get
There
him on
we
the
go.
screen.
Yeah, we got audio now. I don't know what the fuck my problem is, Colin. I'm a shithead. Yeah, you see that? Turn your phone sideways and you can get that taken care of. Get that full screen going on. There you go. There we go.
Looks like he doesn't even have that much of a lag. Based off what he just showed us.
Hey,
Hi.
hey. What's going on, Colin?
not much. I got. Oh shit! Let me turn this out. Sorry, I've been drinking.
Yeah, we're working on that too. Lloyd's gonna start feeding me shots, and I'm gonna feel like shit, like I did on Thursday morning. I haven't taken one yet, but pour me one, Lloyd. I'll take one.
What are you guys doing shots of?
Lloyd's got some sort of a brown brown fluid.
He brought Sambuca again? My uncle finished off the Sambuca he brought to my house last time he was here yesterday.
Fucking
Nice.
Sambuca, man. I remember you guys talking about that, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I said it on the podcast. I was like, that's some shit that Lloyd found in somebody's house.
Yeah, Lloyd told me straight up. Like he was like, yeah, I got this from my house, and I wanted to bring it here for you guys, and I felt bad. I was like, I don't really like that shit, but I'll drink it because you wrestled that out of a house. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't fuck with. Isn't it supposed to be licorice flavored or some shit? I don't
Like Jaeger?
Yeah, but it don't taste like Jaeger, and I don't even like Jaeger
I
that
hate
much.
Jaeger.
But I don't hate it. I mean, it's okay. But
I could tolerate Jaeger. It's not my favorite, but I
Yeah,
could drink it.
exactly.
But Sambuca is like, it was like syrup, like black licorice flavored syrup.
Yeah, it's too thick.
Real hard.
My
Yeah,
dad,
Will.
my dad loves this shit, and my dad will put it in the freezer.
Ew.
So it's like-
it's thicker.
Yeah, it's like fucking molasses.
No.
I'm like, Dad, what in the fuck,
That's
man?
a bad time.
What were you saying?
Yeah,
I was gonna say I sent you a bunch of pictures for the fans to see of Colin Thomas, us running 2020. I am his campaign manager, so we're gonna make this shit happen.
We got 4 years. Like, how are we gonna get this shit together? We got to figure out a game plan. Like, honestly, like I have this.
I mean-
so far, but we need to work up like a platform, I guess you could say.
So what exactly is your guys' plan? What are you talking about doing? You're Colin's manager, and Colin is Young Rich Boy's manager, and possibly
Right.
other people's manager.
Does that technically mean that I'm in charge of
Young Rich Boy?
yeah?
I listened to that podcast the other day, by the way. It was pretty fucking funny. I had a
He's
laugh.
he's hard to. Young Rich Boy he's a star. He's a rising star. He's hard to like. You can't contain him. You're not his manager, technically. Lloyd is my campaign manager. I'm Young Rich Boy's career manager, I guess.
Okay, right. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. The campaign manager, as in your presidential campaign, when you were running at the 2016 election.
I'll be old enough to run for president in 4 years, so that's where we're going here.
What do you got to be, 36?
35.
35? So you're 31, Colin?
I'm 33.
33?
So I'll be 37. You guys see how quick I did that math? That's drunk math.
Yeah,
37.
that was exceptional shit right there. But so it was like, but you said 35, right? Is that
35
actual
is the-
correct? You would know.
yeah.
You're like some weird, you're like a savant when it comes to like knowledge about
Let me
presidents.
go with it.
Okay, you go with it.
Washington Adams, Jefferson Madison, Monroe Adams, Jackson Van Buren, Harrison Tyler, Polk Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce Buchanan, Lincoln Johnson, Grant Hayes, Garfield Arthur, Cleveland Harrison, Cleveland McKinley, Roosevelt Taft, Wilson Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman,
Better not be
Eisenhower,
any
Kennedy,
extra
Johnson, Nixon,
emphasis
Ford, Carter,
on
Reagan,
Trump.
Bush, Clinton, Bush.
Yeah,
Obama.
Trump.
Too much emphasis on the last one.
That's
I gotta get some drink. Sorry.
Yeah, do it,
Come
man.
on.
Put it together, Colin. We're doing a
See,
whole lot of nothing tonight, man. There's no pressure for fucking anything.
This is the shit of Derek.
The only thing I ask is that you don't fucking start.
You want to give us a cheers for Dustin Fridays here live?
I was getting more Gatorade, but hold on.
You want me
I
to
didn't
get
know about this
another
until
shot
Derek
glass?
Hicks.
Should I get another shot glass or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay. That's why I asked.
What were you saying? What were you saying, Colin? You didn't know about something before something?
The Gatorade and vodka until Derek Hicks showed up. Like my wife, she likes to pretend like she taught me about it, but realistically, it was Derek Hicks.
So
That like I could drink a bottle of vodka as long as I drink it with Gatorade. I won't have a hangover tomorrow. But I didn't know that.
that's
until
what's
Derek-
something. That's what they say about Pedialyte too. You know?
Yeah, but that's just for babies and old people. I'm neither.
Yeah. True. I bet you got so many goddamn electrolytes in your system right now. I mean, I'm assuming you're a 1-to-1 Gatorade vodka type thing going on. Is it 1-to-1? Here we go.
I guess. Here, look. There's my wife.
Leave me alone.
Hey, tell her she's pretty, Colin. Just tell her she's pretty. She'll feel better about everything. She'll want to come
Beautiful.
on the show.
We love you. I am drunk.
What did she say? You're drunk. Shut the fuck up. You're an asshole, Colin. That's what I'd say if I was married to you. I'd still fuck you, though. Colin, cheers, buddy.
Yeah, you're 100% you would. Yeah, she knows what's up.
Are you ready to cheers with us?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get. I gotta put ice in. I'm a sissy ass bitch.
Oh, okay. No,
can't be
ice
drinking
is
now.
essential.
Got it.
Yo, those people
Alright.
over on the other side of the pond in Europe, they're not about that ice game the way us Americans are. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
mean,
they're all retarded. You guys, like, you've talked to some of the European, London people. But I mean, Tony Day's cool. That's it. all right. You ready for a cheers?
yeah. Happy Dustin Fridays, Colin. Dustin's
Happy
gonna,
Dustin.
Dustin's
Cheers
gonna
with your
drink.
neuro bliss.
Yeah, Dustin's
Yep.
gonna drink his brain water or whatever. Here we go. Cheers. What were we drinking on? Oh, we were drinking that 100 proof shit, right?
It was
Okay.
That's why I.
fighting cock.
That's why I felt so fucking horrible on Thursday morning, dude.
That's the name of the bourbon that I brought over here, Colin.
It doesn't take a whole lot of liquor for me to have a bad next day. Like I'm not.
Yeah, see, you get that Gatorade up in your system, you're good. Good, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. I don't know.
Your guys' holidays. For your Thanksgiving.
So, how was it?
Yeah.
It was good, man. I had a fucking blast. Had some family come over to the house. I started drinking at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I love Thanksgiving at my house, man. I wait for the food to come out. I'm drinking, waiting. Food comes out. I eat. I go fucking like intermittently sleep on and off for the rest of the day and just keep drinking, and that's my Thanksgiving generally. Hanging out with the kids and the family, and it's fucking good. We had a blast. How about you, man?
That's that's pretty much what I did. I started drinking at like 1 o'clock. My wife was cooking food, and I like every once in a while I would go in and move something, so it seemed like I was doing some shit. So like I drank, and then family came over, and I drank some more. I accidentally kept chugging my uncle's beer because I was pretty drunk, and I kept thinking they were mine, so
Yeah.
I just fucking drank all his beer too. And then we went Black Friday shopping, although it was on Thursday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I ended up in Walmart yesterday. I bought a fucking virtual reality headset. That shit was pretty good.
What did
$10.
Oh, you bought one of
virtual
those.
reality.
One of those that you slide your phone into. I have one of them actually like 5 feet away from here somewhere that I got for like $10 on Amazon like a year and a half ago or something like that. Those things are pretty tight. But from what I understand, they're not anywhere near like what the new
real-
Oculus Rift is
Yeah.
is doing. Apparently, that shit is nuts now. Those things are cool as fuck, though. There was a virtual reality app, and I put it in. It was like a horror game.
Right.
I put it on, slapped that thing on my wife's face, and she couldn't take it, man. She couldn't hang. She freaked the fuck out. I know.
I haven't used it yet for porn, but I was like, there was like the second thought. Like, first thing I saw was like $10 virtual reality, sweet. I bought it, and then second thought was, what about porn on this thing? So like, I haven't even used it yet to watch porn. But I imagine like that's probably pretty awesome. I'm sure you have. You've had it for a year and a half. There's no way you haven't.
Just no way. I've watched a lot of like stereoscopic video and stuff like that, like roller coaster rides and weird shit.
See, you don't want to say porn. I see what you're getting at. All right, I got you.
Look, well, fucking. So I was getting ready to say I don't want to lose my train of thought, and I also want to avoid that question. No, but you were saying you had to go in and move some shit around, act like you're doing something. I actually did. I cut up some green beans and fucking shit. We made some green bean casserole from scratch, me and my wife together, and I actually helped a little bit.
Super
this year.
tight.
Yeah, I usually make something for Thanksgiving. But anyway, I went into my Thanksgiving. What about you, Lloyd? I know it was your mom's birthday. She got that video and stuff. It looked like she enjoyed that and fucking.
Yeah, I actually just slid that into your DM to be able to air that on tonight's episode at some point. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I really appreciated everybody that sent me a video for that.
Your mom doesn't understand your internet friends, does she? Like, my mom, she thinks it's weird. Whatever. My mom's weird.
Nah, I thought that she felt the sentiment. Like, she thought that it was cool, like, for sure. Like, I don't think that she was like, this is weird. Why are there strangers saying happy birthday? She felt the love 110%. For what it's worth.
I was wondering if I should. I left my shirt on when I did the video, but taking my shirt off, your mom probably would have appreciated it. But you know,
my shirt was off. My wife woke me up. She's like, "Say happy birthday to Lloyd's mom." And I'm just like, "What?" And she's like, "Just when I say go, say happy birthday." I was like, "Okay, you know." What about you, Dustin? How was Thanksgiving, man?
Thanksgiving was really, really good, really low key. A lot of food, a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
Just what I like.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
That's how you do it, man. A lot of food, a lot of sleep.
Definitely paid for it today, though, rolling with you. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. He came over here to do jiu-jitsu tonight, and he's like, man, I am full of turkey.
It was just a bad idea, but it ended up working out.
No, we had a good time.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
you got puke on each other or shit on each other. Like, if you diarrhea on each other, that would have been bad. But as long as that didn't happen, you're cool.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, I think we passed that up, you know.
Yeah, never puked on another man or shit on another man while I was rolling with him. So that is.
We'll get there.
Nobody would appreciate that.
We'll get there.
Eventually, you'll hit that mark. You're good.
You know, just give it time.
I think you have to have one or two of those in order to get your black belt.
Yeah, I think it's on the sheet.
It's probably a requirement, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I might just be making that shit up. I make up a lot of things. So. But yeah, man, good Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Fucking good times.
Christmas
drinking.
is on the way.
Yeah. I mean, if you.
I'm so excited for Christmas. I'm sorry.
You're what now?
It's my day of the year. Like, Thanksgiving's cool, but yeah, Christmas, I'm still like a 5-year-old.
I'm the same way, dude.
No, I love Christmas. I'm so, like, I was outside decorating all day today. And it was funny because I decorated, and I didn't realize my mom came out. They stopped over earlier, and she was like, I like the patriotic look. And, like, I didn't fucking realize it, but my house is red, white, and blue right now because I have red, white, and blue Christmas lights out. So, America, motherfucker.
It's fucking, your entire house looks like an American flag. You're like, yeah, Christmas.
Yeah, I'm taking you guys out to see it.
That's that fucking vodka and Gatorade, dude, that is responsible for that shit.
Yeah, that shit turned my whole house into America.
Fucking
Hold on.
A.
Can we get
Hopefully I don't drop
Can
out.
we get us our feet up?
Hold on. Hopefully it doesn't cut out. I had to come get some cigarettes. I hope you don't mind.
Not hurting my feelings, man.
Hold on.
Ruh-roh. What happened? We might have lost connection.
Can you still hear us, Colin? Yeah, I'm sure he'll call back in a minute if he fucked up. If and you fucked up. Christian said, BRB gonna drain this hog, yo. Hell yeah, man. Maria says, lol, the black dude in the back rethinking his life choices up to this moment, listening to white people's stories.
There he is.
You had more similar white boy stories to Lloyd's fraternity stories than I did.
Yeah. Still hilarious, though.
Alright, we got you, Colin.
On the street.
Right. Check it out. Red, white, and blue, right?
That's America as fuck.
So has your mom had her like vision checked for like color blindness or?
No, that's America.
Or
Oh
is it-
shit, it's raining.
Oh shit.
Anyway, yeah, like look,
Well, I
those
see
are
like.
blue.
Okay.
All right, then I just tripped over Mickey. Those are red.
That's true. True.
These are all.
Okay. All right. I got it. That makes sense. I saw some green in there too, though, somewhere.
Oh, it's a little bit of a green light right there.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's raining, dude. I'm going back inside.
Fucking A. All right. I'm into it.
But yeah, so I did that while I was drunk. That's kind of why it looks like shit. But, you know, it's all good. It's a thought that counts.
You should see mine. We go super easy on it. We get, yeah, actually, you know the laser light that's behind us doing the green and the red? We just take that bitch outside and point it at the house. That's what we did last year anyway. We go super easy.
I sent my dad out to get me some decorations, and he got, like, this thing that kind of rotates, and it's got all kinds of different colored lights. So I could have just did that instead of spending fucking a couple hours putting lights up.
I've seen those things. I almost bought one to put here in the studio.
What that is, though?
Similar, but I know what he's talking about. It's one that
Gotcha.
like moves and changes and shit. They're pretty cool.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, Colin. My wife is in the chat. She's asking, "Where's that doggo? Doesn't he have a pupper?" Oh, there he is. Kill him.
I don't think
Is he taking a shit?
That's what it looked like.
I thought he was taking a shit.
you caught her in the bathroom.
Fucking A. There's
Hello.
that pupper, babe. There's that pupper.
She'll be back. She's kind of pissed off. Here she comes. Lita, come here. Come say hi. Say hi.
Ooh, puppy.
She's protecting my house right now. Like
Yes.
she's the only tough one in the house.
Fucking A.
Yeah. All honesty, I'm a bitch. I won't lie.
Ah, well, you know. You got any guns?
No, I have a wooden stick. So
That'll do it.
I'll
Some
beat the
shit.
fuck out of somebody with my wooden stick. I'm not worried about it. I can't I gotta go get my fucking permit to get a gun. And
What
the criminal
state?
record in the state of New Jersey, that's a little hard. So
So
you know.
to own any gun, any firearm at all, you have to have some sort of permit.
I gotta get a hunter's a fucking hunting license to get a shotgun or something, and then I would have to go take a test to get like a small arms fucking card.
Like a pistol.
Yeah, New Jersey's fucking
Is it a
pain in the ass.
Is it
Guns.
that's not the same as a concealed carry permit. That's just to own a weapon at all.
You get concealed carry permits in the state of New Jersey.
That's
Can't do it.
crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's kind of fucking annoying.
Can you-
I'd like to be able to carry a gun just to pop somebody in the face if some shit goes down, but I'm not allowed to.
Can you open carry in New Jersey?
Can't. Nope.
So
Can't
you-
carry a gun. Yeah.
So out in public, you can't carry a gun on you at all, unless you're a law enforcement officer. So that's actually
Yeah.
nationwide.
As long as you can, but even like my father-in-laws, I have a stepfather-in-law and a regular father-in-law. They're both retired police officers, and they even say it's a pain in the ass for them to get a concealed carry permit, being a retired cop in the state.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I don't have all the details about it, but I know that if you keep up with your LEO status, and this is just coming from my dad, who is retired once and then got another job as a police officer somewhere else. Actually, he's like a bailiff for
You guys are
the
pretty mellow tonight, ain't you?
for the county.
You see the difference when Michael's not here. Screaming.
He works in West Virginia, but you got to do a certain amount of you got to go qualify with your gun, meaning you got to go to a range and shoot at a target and get a certain score or whatever and some other shit in order to keep your LEO status up. And then as long as you keep that current, you can carry nationwide. But I don't know all the details of that. Maybe they're talking about it being a pain in the ass to keep your LEO status current. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I don't see like in Jersey, like even if you have a concealed carry permit in Pennsylvania, because you can get them in Pennsylvania pretty easily. If you cross the border in New Jersey, you cannot concealed carry, even if you have a permit in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's a lot
So
of
it's illegal.
states. Yeah, there's a lot of states that are reciprocal with other states, like Virginia and North Carolina. Like, I have a Virginia concealed carry permit. I can go down to North Carolina, and I can carry with my Virginia permit. But I can't carry in D.C., and I can't carry in Maryland. But I think I can go to West Virginia, too.
West Virginia doesn't even have any laws on concealed carry now.
Yeah.
Anybody
but
can.
Just from West Virginia, and like they just go down there and fucking shoot shit all the time just for fun. So, like, there's really no restrictions down there, as far as I know.
Yeah, West Virginia, I think, just got rid of everything having to deal with concealed carry.
Yeah, you can concealed carry in West Virginia without a license.
Without a permit, yeah.
So everybody is just packing in West Virginia.
I don't know if everybody's packing, but...
Everybody.
You guys have seen that Wild and West Virginia white people?
Yep. Actually, you know what? You just gave me an idea. I'm going to try and get Jessica White on the podcast.
What?
You should.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Is he?
I mean, as long as he's brain dead, still.
The documentary came out like probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe. No, probably like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, the documentary's pretty old.
Is it that damn old?
But it's lit as fuck.
It is lit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, you know how most, like, there's white people that want to be like black people, like others, like, I feel like I'm a suburban white dude who wants to be a redneck. Like, it's in my blood. Like, Lloyd will tell you, I fucking took him through a drive through the woods. He thought I was going to kill him and everybody else and just fucking murder him and bury him in the woods somewhere. Like, we went off-roading, fucking mud type shit, canoeing. Like, we did all that shit in New Jersey. And, yeah, I feel like I was born in the wrong place.
I definitely wasn't worried about you offing me, for the record, because you ain't got nothing on your boy. You about to get flex cammed on. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
You guys
You
were
ain't
a
got
little
shit.
bit nervous. Like, when I was driving, but we were in the woods for like a half hour. You guys started asking questions. Like, what are we back here for? What are you planning on doing with
what
this?
the fuck are we
and
doing?
Then, we came out to the other side. You guys survived. We all survived. It was fine.
God damn it, that was one of the best weekends of my life, for real. No
It was
lie.
fun.
We had a good time, man.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you guys had a blast out there. I love doing shit like that.
We had a good time. We'll do it again in like June. We'll probably do another canoe trip. But yeah, I might. Will, you should come too. If I come to DC in the end of December, you should try to come up there for the night
Fuck yeah.
to hang out.
To DC?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, shit. Well, dude, DC is
45 minutes away from here?
with no traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could make the trip out to my house, come do the podcast live in the studio if you come out to DC. But yeah, I mean, that's possible. I could swing something like that, you know.
Yeah, because I'm probably gonna. If I come, I'll have my family with me, and I don't know if I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go drive out to the middle of Virginia, do a podcast. You guys stay here in the hotel.
That's fair. That's
Well, in all fairness, it's not the middle of Virginia. We're way up north in Virginia.
Yeah.
We're very close to the Maryland and West Virginia line, and like we were saying, I drive to DC actually like every day.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But I do a lot of work in DC. But yeah, we could swing something like that for sure, man. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I think December 29th I'll probably be down that way. Possibly. No, it's not set in stone yet.
Yeah, that would be a blast, man. Be the second J-Rec person I've ever met in real life. Besides...
Yeah, John Michael's your real life friend, isn't he?
Yeah, I've known Jamichael since we were like 14. John Michael.
John Mike. Like, Lloyd makes fun of me for the way I say it. John Mike.
John Mike. I do too. I just I'm not very vocal about it. But when you and him started making those roast videos like 2 months ago or whatever, it was cracking me up, dude. I was laughing my ass off at the way that you just kept saying John Michael.
John Michael.
Because it's just like, and then hearing Jamichael like try to explain it to you, like, no, it's Jamichael. Like, take the.
Well, like, I'm saying Jamichael, but I don't know. Maybe it's my accent or
That
whatever.
sounded right.
Yeah, that was a lot better right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just said it, but you're like John Michael.
twist it around a little bit there, like John Mike. I say it fast. That's a problem. It sounds like John Mike.
I think you're associating it too closely with like Ja Rule.
John Mike.
Yeah,
John
like
Mike.
Ja Mike, Ja Rule. Like it's more like
That's
Ja.
what's going on.
It's more like
Going
Ja.
on.
Ja Mike. Ja. Like Juh Mike. Ja Mike. Ja Michael. I wonder if
Whatever.
Johnny's
Where's
alive.
he at? Did you guys kill him?
No, he's out in Pennsylvania right now. He went up there. He's got family up there. His fiance's from there. They went up to Pennsylvania to see the fam and Thanksgiving and whatnot. I think he's coming back. Actually, he might be on his way back tonight.
Mm-hmm. She'll probably be back tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll be back in town tomorrow.
That should be good.
Fucking. So, Colin, what do you do for work, man?
I drive trucks. I'm a scrap metal truck driver guy. Union truck driver. I basically I don't work. This is what I do for work.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Jason Emerson said, "Where at? I'm in Lancaster, PA," and that only sparked my interest because one of my best friends from college is from Lancaster, PA, which is very, as I'm aware, Amish.
Jason, Jamaica's family is
Amish.
out by like Glen Burnie and shit, I think. Or
I thought it was York.
yeah, York. I think Glen Burnie is nearby. I don't know my fucking Pennsylvania geography. But
I've never been to Pennsylvania. Well, I've been to
Mike's
Philly, but
family is from Lancaster area because when we were talking about the Renaissance fair that I went to when I was wearing a kilt like a goddamn man, he said that's where his dad lives around there, and that's in Lancaster. So
Oh, okay.
he's probably close to wherever Jason Emerson lives.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you said you wore a kilt like a man, so in my mind that means no underwear. So you just went straight free balling with a skirt on. Let's be real here.
Yes, I had boxer briefs on underneath, but the problem is my boxer briefs are so old; they all have holes in them, so my balls were hanging out at some point in time and during that night. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, you could have saw it. You could have saw the show. Could have saw my ball. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm okay.
We're good on the whole. I mean, yeah, Let's. I mean, we don't have to go down that road. I mean,
Yeah, we won't.
I like to leave something to the imagination.
I feel like
Yeah.
it would have been rude if I didn't ask.
Yes.
So,
No,
you know,
you're
I did-
absolutely right. I appreciate it.
You know what's funny about you saying that just now, Will?
What?
Leave something up to the imagination.
What's that? What's so funny about that?
First thing that came into my mind, you guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" My first strip club experience was a fully nudes, and I was underage, and I had a fake ID to get in and everything. And my first thought is like, ever since that, and the next time I went to a strip club was not a fully nudes. It's like, yeah, these fully nudes clubs might want to leave a little something up to the imagination because it gets a little loose up in there.
Where did you go? Where did you go?
It's down in Georgia, baby.
I was down in Georgia.
shit.
Yeah.
West-
Actually, South Carolina.
West-
South Carolina.
West Virginia's like that.
On the border of South Carolina and Georgia.
Oh yeah,
I used to live in Savannah. So, yeah.
The first time I ever went to a strip club, I didn't realize we went to like the super cheap slutty strip club. Didn't realize it was kind of like a whorehouse. So like, I went in there and these girls were all giving me their number, and I was like, oh shit, they really like me. So we called them. I started negotiating prices and shit. And I'm like, whoa, wait. You want me to pay you to hang out? They're like, no. What do you think I gave you my number for? I'm like, I thought like, you wanted to go on like dates and stuff. No, it's not like that. So then
man.
I didn't understand the way it worked. I figured it out though.
That's wild.
I know a guy who is still, to this day, dating a stripper. And I don't want to put him on blast or anything, so I'm not gonna throw his name out there. But man, I don't know. She's got him fucking wrapped around her finger. And the guy, I don't know why. You know, he's a decent looking dude. He's a guitar player in a bunch of rock bands. He's a good guitar player, and like she's a pretty girl, but like she's fucking insane. I don't know why. I don't know why.
That's why she's insane.
Yeah, I mean it's I guess. I mean there's got to be something there for it, but I mean she's just fucking crazy. Like he's completely straight edge too. He doesn't drink, doesn't do anything, and she's like a fucking junkie and shit. I mean
Yeah, no offense to strippers, but most strippers are. It's like when you're living that quick lifestyle, the fucking like fast money type deal shit. Yeah, most of the strippers I've met, like outside of the strip clubs, like girls that were strippers were fucking into crazy drugs and shit like that. So, like I'll be honest, if I had tits, I'd be a stripper. It's way easier than drugs.
well, if I was a chick, I would definitely, things would be a lot different. I mean, if I were a chick, I don't know. I say that I'm not a chick, but I feel like I'd be the biggest whore in the world. I mean,
I thought I'd be that way too, but I don't know.
Maybe not. But I feel like it's. I mean, you can make so much money just by being a I mean, you use your tits and your ass and your pussy the right way. You can just fucking. I mean, look at fucking Kim Kardashian.
I was just gonna say, well, you said it before I said it, but I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, like if I had the ability to accidentally leak a sex tape and make dollars off of it, fuck yeah, I'd do it. Like, well, I mean, 5 times a week. Shit.
Yeah, fucking A. Look at all the Instagram, you know, quote unquote models that are around, and I mean, you go to some of those chicks' Instagram pages, and it's literally just videos and pictures of them bent over with their ass or they're twerking or whatever, wearing a thong.
They get paid.
There's nothing wrong with twerking, for the record. Right?
No. I'm not saying I have any problem with any of this either. I'm just saying that, I mean, you look at what they're capable of doing. They literally their entire page is that, just thousands of pictures of their ass, and then fucking you look at how many followers they have, and it's like, oh, I don't know, fucking 42 million.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. And this is literally, I mean, there is an entire industry based around that. Women that are literally just doing that.
You see it in like J-Rack and shit like that. Like the hot girls they'll post like a selfie of them just standing there with like a bikini on, and they get like 500 likes. And I'm like, all these dudes are trying to send them message requests and shit like that. And like, dude, I'll put my heart and soul into a video, and like for like 10 likes, and I'm like, that was a pretty good video.
Yeah, I got the same. I do the same shit, man. And I'm just like, fuck. You know, I mean, this our podcast. We got like 8 viewers right now. If I had a fucking set of knockers on me, you can bet we'd have a couple hundred.
Easily.
Yeah, definitely. You'd be rocking probably at least 100, maybe 200, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, word spreads fast if you just got your tits out on a live stream. I mean, that's another piece of that industry too. Is just like webcam models. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Numbers. Bump your numbers. There you go.
Let's get these numbers up. Oh, there's 8. Lloyd took his shirt off. We're let's get these numbers going. Let's get these numbers going, boys.
We'll do it.
Lloyd,
I'll just pull it up in my head, right?
Lloyd, you may as well just shave what's left of the hair on your chest, man. You could go. We could get the twink crowd going. Is that offensive? I don't mean for it to be offensive, but
yeah, I'm not shaving anything.
You're not shaving your chest. All right, well, deal. You know, whatever. I keep dragging myself into the comments, and I can't sit there and read that because I look like a jackass. I just look over, I'm like, huh? What does that say? Fuck
I got
milfs.
the computer setup going, and I'm trying to read shit, and I'm looking at the computer, not staring at my phone.
Yeah, I mean it's that's one reason we were talking earlier. Like I'd like to get my wife to be like the Jamie of the Joe Rogan experience in here. You know, get some sort of producer work going on where she can need somebody else to do it. Man, it's so distracting for me to try to work all of this shit and then address any comments and fucking do any sort of fact checking and pulling up videos and shit. And
And then Pfeiffer says, "Don't fuck anyone at a strip club." Like, if you want me to do that, look, I could read the comments while you concentrate on me, because let's be honest, I'm the star of the show right now.
right now, yeah, absolutely.
Read the 100%.
You're like a broke ass New Jersey George Clooney. I mean, it's
Ew.
fucking beautiful.
Pretty much, I'm a substitute.
Look at you. Do you dye those eyebrows?
Nah, weird thing. That kind of screws me up. People would think I do, right? Because look at the eyebrow, look at the hair. No, these are natural. This is natural.
It's weird
I don't
how
know.
it's weird how that shit works.
That's actually not weird to me. That it would be weird to me if you had gray eyebrows. Actually, for some reason.
it's not actually.
Eyebrow?
Say what now?
Do people get gray eyebrows? I don't know. I've never really.
Yeah,
paid
when
much
they
attention.
actually,
Yeah.
when they actually have gray hair because they're old. You
Yeah, when you're
are a
old as
rare
fuck.
breed of people that has gray hair because you just are a young guy with gray hair. There's people like that. Steve Martin had gray hair when he was in like his 20s,
Mhm.
and the one dude
Yeah.
that won American Idol in like season 3 or 4 or some shit. I think his name's Taylor Hicks. Is that right? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I get compared to that guy a lot, but which is sucks to me because he's kind of goofy looking. Like, I don't know. Maybe
That guy's an incredible singer, though. I like the way he sings. He's like a Doobie Brothers type singer. He sings.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
He
for
sings
sure.
like Michael
I
McDonald.
don't have
He's like Michael McDonald, fucking
10-pound tongue.
10-pound tongue.
Yep. Michael McDonald.
My voice is terrible. My singing voice. I like to feel like I think I can sing good, but I can't. There's no. I can't deny it.
Heather said that you're the drummer of Korn. I don't know what the drummer of Korn looks like,
The
but
old
I would-
drummer, yeah, not a new one.
Yeah, David. He had bleached blonde hair though. This shit is gray, straight gray.
Yeah.
There's no.
Does your wife like it?
But I used to get. Yeah, she does. It's pretty much left alone. Oh,
It's like the only reason that
Like,
she's still with
Um,
you. Every time I've
I think
seen,
that's the only reason she's still.
every time we've had you on Skype or any time I've ever seen a woman in any of your videos, it's your wife is always just like, no, don't get the fuck away. It's funny.
Yeah, I've tried to get her to in the group. Like, I don't know, she's weird. She has the same exact. She married me partially because of my sense of humor, which is like a 15-year-old. I laugh at farts and vaginas. Like that's the shit that I find funny. Like she, but yeah, like a lot of the times I show her the videos I put in the group and she laughs, but then at the end she just shakes her head.
Yeah,
And I'm like, yeah, well, you married it.
yeah, yeah. You fucked up. You fucked up when you married. My wife
You're
is.
the one that signed that contract. You
Yeah.
fucked up, right? I came out on top. I'm cool, but like, you knew what you were getting yourself into. Yeah, she.
Yeah, I'm lucky my wife is blind. She has trouble seeing. She can't see how fucking retarded I look, and then but I'm like halfway funny, so there's that.
Hey, you're
Like
fun-
I
you're
work
funny.
I work my ass off, and I'm halfway funny, and then I'm just like retarded ugly, and so she can't see that though, so she thinks I'm just like really good looking.
Yeah, there you go. And you just pat yourself on the back like that's right. And you gotta remind her that she's lucky to be married to you.
Yeah, because I'm
Occasionally,
so
I try to sort of tell her, like,
because
you're the one that lucked out.
yeah.
In reality, obviously, I lucked out.
Yeah, the reality of oh shit, she's listening right now. I think.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, so she keeps talking about, or we've talked about like her getting like, what's LASIK, like to improve her vision and everything.
That's
And
not
I'm
going to
just
do
like,
well in your favor.
I'm just
Will.
like, yeah, I'm working on it, and then but secretly like, there's no way I'd ever do that because it would just ruin everything.
Maybe.
Oh, but at this point, how long have you guys been married?
We've been together like 10 years. We've been married technically like 3, but we've owned a house together and been together for like 10 years. So.
That's such a long time.
I didn't even realize that your wedding was that recently.
Yeah, well, we were together for like 6 years before. I mean, we were engaged for like 6 years. So, it just never marriage itself as a thing,
Contract.
like as a contract, government. It was never something that was really that
You
important.
felt
to
like
us.
you were married before you were married.
Oh yeah, we were definitely married before we were married.
Gotcha.
And then see, May, I was like at a point where I was like, she's way hotter than I should be. Like I'm batting out of my league here, so I'm like, I'm gonna marry her to lock her down. We got married and had a kid like almost right away.
Yeah.
So then, fucking stuck now. You're fucking stuck.
You're stuck now, bitch. Yeah, same thing. My wife's way out of my league. She's just fucking just way too hot for me. I get that a lot, actually. We go out places and...
Jesus, people are savages. People actually say that?
Well, Cameron Gordon.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
about I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm just being self-deprecating. Obviously, I'm a very attractive man, so it's like probably way too attractive.
I'd agree.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I definitely, it's one thing I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving is, my wife's, not, so great vision.
And it's not funny because my wife's vision is terrible without glasses, and she had contacts and glasses when we started like dating or whatever. But like, terrible vision probably works in moderately attractive guys' favors. Because as long as you have somewhat of a personality, you could definitely score above your fucking your league.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's, my wife says that her vision corrected with glasses or contacts is like 20/20 or whatever, but then she puts them on and then she looks at me like I'm with like love in her eyes and like, oh, you're cute, and then I'm just like, yes, those fucking things don't work at all. Fucking vision is still dog shit. Of course, I'm just kidding, baby. I love you. She knows.
Yeah, of course you love her, but I'm saying like if you're just going out of your league, she loves you for your personality, not for your face.
Of course,
right?
yes. Obviously.
Don't worry, I'm in the same boat.
That's
It's all
funny.
good.
Hey, Colin, I'm gonna go grab a beer. Talk to Dustin and Lloyd for a minute here. Get these fucking guys off their phone.
Will just got triggered. He's upset now that he's not as pretty as his wife.
Say that again.
So Will got triggered. He's upset that he's not as pretty as his wife. That's what he thinks. Alright, so, I'm drinking my vodka and Gatorade. You guys, anybody else coming on tonight?
What's that?
Anyone else?
Anybody else coming on tonight? You guys have anybody else lined up?
We might get Christian on. Christian Acosta.
Oh, nice. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. We just kind of went into it tonight. Just decided to wing it. Didn't have a whole lot lined up, and yeah. I mean, you're looking at it, so.
Sometimes some of our best episodes have been done that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, so I just like to sit around and just shoot the shit and talk, man.
Yeah,
You know, it
like people ask us
It's really organic.
what is the show about?
Yeah, we're like, I don't know.
I don't necessarily how to ever know how to answer that question. I just basically say, hey, we talk to people that we think are cool, and we just go live on Facebook, and that's pretty much all there is to it in a nutshell. But
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you guys know already. There's really not a whole lot to it. We just fucking turn this shit on and sit around and bullshit. But it's fun. Sometimes it's interesting. Usually it's funny if you stick around for the whole thing. You know, there'll be bits and pieces that aren't funny, like fucking the last episode, or.
Yeah, yeah. Normally when I'm at work, I try to watch a little bit, but I heard it was interesting.
It got.
But I didn't.
I'm not. I keep like subtly bringing it up, and I probably just should leave it alone. But George.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like vegans fuck everything up. Like, let's be honest. Like, if you have a vegan coming into your shit, he's gonna fuck it up. Just
A vegan?
So I don't like
Dan the man.
Oh,
He's
Dan the
vegan.
man's a vegan? Really?
Yeah.
See, well, maybe George could smell it on him. No, George was just way too drunk, and I don't even think he's just now figuring out what the internet is. So it's like,
don't blame this on George. Because if Dan would have ate a fucking burger before he came onto the show, it probably would have went seamlessly. Would have been fine.
you're probably right, dude.
It's not George's fault that Dan won't eat meat. It's really not. So, you can't blame him.
You're right. It was. This is Colin Thomas before having seen anything with the episode. Yeah, absolutely none of it was on George last time. Jesus Christ. But yeah, yeah, shit, man. We just like to sit around and bullshit.
For the record, I like Dan. He's a cool dude. I just like breaking his balls because he's a vegan animal cop.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're a ball busting son of a bitch. We all kind of are. So that's the fucking fun part, man. Busting balls. There's nothing better than that. Busting everybody. I bust Lloyd's balls all the time.
I
not
do it
that
to my
hard,
kids.
too.
I gotta stop doing that to my kids. Like, you guys see the video I posted earlier of me torturing my kid?
Coheed.
Music in his ear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I break everybody's balls. That, like, the people I love, the closest people to me, I just fuck with them nonstop. Like, maybe I should stop. I don't know. My kids are impressionable, and I could probably possibly fuck them up by fucking with them. So,
I don't know. There's
Alright,
definitely
fine.
there's definitely a fine line with kids. So it's like sometimes you gotta remember that they're actually children, like, which is hard for me to do with my son because he's fucking. I mean, he's like, I'm a short dude, but my son is like, he's 7 and he's like damn near a man and shit. He's got
And
like,
he's super mature.
yeah, he's fucking, yeah, he's really smart. And so like he gets jokes that like kids his age don't get, and he also is like a fucking foot taller than everyone else in his class, and so it's real easy.
dumb.
It's real easy for me to treat him more like he's like 15 than it is for me to treat him like he's 7, which is what he is. And sometimes I gotta kind of catch myself because he's so.
I thought he was at least 10. That completely went over my head.
When?
He's 7.
What, just now?
Yeah.
You thought he was? Yeah, he's not, dude. He's 7.
That's fucking crazy.
Will's 7. Yeah. He's getting
Yeah,
ready
my
to
son
be 8.
Dominic, he's the same way. He's 8, and he's almost 5 foot tall at 8 years old.
Jeez.
And the bottom line is, we were like, I fuck with him now because he's older. He can handle it a little bit better. When he was younger, he used to fuck with me, but not even on purpose. We were at IHOP one time, and my wife was still eating, so she's like, he said he had to go to the bathroom. So, of course, I get volunteered to go to the bathroom with him because I was done eating. So we go into the fucking stall, and he fucking, I put him on the toilet, and he's like, all right, I'm done. But the toilets at IHOP are made for like bigger fat people, so his little ass is together. So like he thought he was done, but he had a fucking shit hanging from his ass. So I grabbed him and set him off to the side, and the shit fell off of his ass onto the floor. So fucking dropped his shit on the floor. And I'm like, what? Oh, fuck. God damn it. What the fuck are you doing? So I picked him up and put it back on the toilet. And then he looked down at the shit on the floor and he goes, oh my God, that's gross. Who shit on the, well, he didn't say shit, but he was like, who pooped on the floor? I was like, you pooped on the floor, douche. Like, that was you. You did that shit. And so then I had to clean up a turd off of the floor.
Oh, God.
While he was laughing at me. He's on the floor. Then he's laughing at me because I have to clean the shit up off of the floor. And then, so then I had to clean the shit off the floor. And meanwhile, he's telling me it wasn't his shit on the floor. And I'm like, dude, I watched that shit fall off your ass and hit the floor. So then we walked back out to my wife who's still eating her fucking breakfast. And he's smiling really big. And he goes, I pooped on the floor. I'm like, you just fucking denied that shit for like 6 minutes. You straight up swore it wasn't you that shit on the floor. And then now you come out here and you laugh because I had to clean your shit up off the floor? So he fucked with me when he was younger. So it's kind of like we go back and forth. So he deserves it a little bit. You know, he's never had to clean my shit off of a floor.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe he has. I'm over here like, that's true, because that's what a regular adult, child's relationship goes like. Generally, children don't, adults clean their own shit up off the floor when they shit on the floor. But, yeah. That's, my son, like, I do fuck with him a little bit, but generally, he's like, he can be sensitive at times, and I legitimately feel bad sometimes. I'm like, Will, dude, I'm just playing with you, man. But I think he'll get over that. He'll be a cynical asshole like me by the time he's 17.
I like my kids all the time. Like I'll take it to a point where I look in their eyes and they're like, I'm like, oh shit, they're seriously upset, and I'm like, dude, I was just kidding. We're cool, right? Like, we're cool? They're like, yeah, we're good.
And then right back to it.
Like, right back to fucking with them.
No, you know what? I think it's good for him. My son is like starting to really get a grasp of like sarcasm and stuff like that, and he's really funny, man. He's just he's a ridiculous person, and I don't know. That's probably genetic, because so is his mom, and so am I.
It's definitely in genetics, but I also feel like it's like your upbringing type deal. Because I try to instill in my kid that nothing is ever as serious as you might perceive it to be.
Yeah.
So if you can laugh at everything in life, whether it's tragedy, whether it's some funny shit, like, you're gonna have a better life. So shit might be fucked up, and it's okay to laugh at it if it makes you cope better.
Yeah.
Fucking 110%.
Yeah, most things are nowhere near as serious as they seem to be. I'm with you on that. Somehow my daughter ended up crazy. She's like
the most adorable girl in the world.
Yeah,
but
she's got these like piercing blue eyes, and she's super cute. And then, like, she'll just like tell one of her like little like 4-year-old jokes. Like, I don't even have a good example, but like she's just like, yeah, I want to go stab this teddy bear, or like that's not a good example, but I'm sure my wife's probably
much
have
worse.
a better example. But she's crazy, man.
Yeah, she's terrifying sometimes.
She'll get creepy on you.
Yep, she did it to me.
Yeah, the younger ones will do that.
Super creepy.
Yo, my boy Sean Bozeman just called you Ryan Gosling with gray hair.
Ryan Gosling.
It's the second person I've heard say that. I'll take it as a compliment. I feel like I'm better looking than him, but we won't go there.
Yeah, we don't have to compare. I mean, we don't have to compare.
And my son Dominic, it was funny. Like a couple weeks ago, he turns to me and he's like, "Dad, I got a joke that it's I don't want to say it because it might offend a whole country." I was like, "You better tell me that shit, because if it's gonna offend a whole country, it's got to be funny." And he told me, I forget what it was, but it was the joke was dog shit. The fact that he was just like kind of afraid that he was gonna piss off, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, you'll get it. You'll get the sense of humor down. But right now, like when you're looking forward to offending a whole country, that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's
Kids
That's
going
the-
places.
that's the start of a good joke, as far as I'm concerned. God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I don't get offended easily at all, and even if I do, I'm just like, yeah, that was offensive, but whatever. I have a hard time.
Being offended.
Caring when people are offended. Like, it depends on what we're talking about and why you're
Gotcha.
offended.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like people are super sensitive. And just like, for real?
Nowadays, yeah, you really can't say
I think-
anything, and especially comedy. Like comedians get like so looked at now over everything that they say, and like some of them have had to apologize for certain bits and shit. And it's just stupid. Comedy's supposed to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well said.
All right.
Well said. It's, there's, I mean,
And I think there's a line between uncomfortable and then just like blatantly offending somebody, But
well, it depends if
So
it's
true.
if it's comedy. As long as it's funny,
it's not offensive.
it doesn't matter to
Yeah.
me if it is offensive.
Right.
If it's actually
That's
funny.
the thing.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff that is offensive that's not funny,
Yeah.
that people think are like jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's not funny, it's like, dude, that's just all that is a shitty joke.
Yeah. They're just not good at their job. That's it.
I get more offended when somebody's trying to be funny and they're not funny, and like you could make a joke about a baby. That shit's funny. Like, it's funny. I'm sorry. I can laugh about that. Now, if you're trying to make a joke about a dead baby and it's not funny, then I'm like, you're a fucking douche. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that was a fucking thing to say. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's definitely weird the way that works.
Very gray area for sure.
It's not gray to me. Like, for me, if it's in the name of comedy, then, like, if you were legitimately trying to be funny, something that you said, and even if it didn't go over well, whatever. Try better. Try harder next time. But
I specifically meant dead baby jokes there.
oh, but yeah. Well, that one is potential gray area. But
Yeah.
like, my thing is, in the name of comedy, to me it all comes down to intent. So if your intention was to be funny, then that's one thing. But if your intention was actually
To be hateful, yeah. There's
you're-
a
yeah.
huge. If I crack a laugh, then it's funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also just, I mean, that goes down with, like, racial jokes a lot now, especially in the comedy scene, like, stuff like that. Like, there is plenty of racial jokes that are fucking hilarious. Like, I don't care.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's on both sides.
Yeah.
Like, I love a good fucking white people joke.
Because
It's
a
like
lot
my
of
favorite
them,
fucking
like,
thing.
the reason that race jokes and shit like that work and stereotypes is because a lot of them are true.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like, and people find
But
funny things in truth.
Yeah, but it's like it's true. Like,
It may be like stretched a little bit,
yeah,
but
that's the idea. Is you exaggerate?
Yeah.
You exaggerate like an observation.
or like every white guy, talks like this and shit like that. Like it's not real.
Every white dude dresses like Dustin.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that's what,
But it's fucking hilarious.
the
Fucking
whole the people shit Wednesday, like that whole concept today
Yeah.
was funny because I was like, white people do some retarded shit. Like,
yeah,
let's
for
be
sure,
honest.
for sure.
So the way I look at it is I try to find the humor in shit. Like, I posted a picture of me in a canoe, and I was like, I forget what the comment I made was like, this is happens when your ancestors steal land from people so you can do the same shit they used to do on the land, but do it better. And that was the humor in it. It was like it's fucking douchey for your people to steal land from somebody and claim it as their own.
Yeah.
But then that we do shit that they were doing and just be like, this is fun.
Yeah,
That's what humor was in it for me.
Yeah,
And,
well, dude, the humor is obviously there. Like, that's fucking funny. And obviously, like I was saying about intent, like you're not saying that shit with any hate in your heart.
Yeah, or malicious,
Yeah, I mean,
intent to it.
Like, you're not legitimately like, yo, fuck Native Americans.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be fucked
the thing
up.
for me is I'm trashing the white people.
Yeah.
so like that's where I find it funny. Or if I'm trying to do some shit like that's not suburban white guy, like that's funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, same with me, man. Like I see white peopling memes and that shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking cracks me up because it's like there was one. It's like some like goth teenagers doing some weird like fucking dance and it was a GIF. I had it saved somewhere. I just saw it the other day, and then it's just like this young black kid, kind of in the front, and he's just looking like, like it just looks like he's like, man, what the fuck is going on here?
Did you?
And they're wearing like fucking like Hot Topic pants.
Oh, those are the cyborg kids. Like that's cyber goth or some shit. They got chains and all kinds of bullshit on.
I don't even know. I mean, I know that there was plenty of that style and fashion going on when I was in high school, and a lot of friends that I had were like that is one reason that hit home so hard for me
because you knew people that looked like that. I did too.
I knew people that looked and dressed, and that was their fashion and their and they were just fucking weird as fuck like that. And it's just like that's there's the truth in it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then some people just like don't fucking get it.
Did you see any of the memes from yesterday, like Thanksgiving with black families or Thanksgiving with white families?
No, I didn't see that.
I sent a bunch to Jamichael, and most of them were based upon just white people not using seasoning on their food. And it was
They really don't.
It's like a fucking raw turkey with just like raw steamed vegetables beside it. And the shit cracked me the fuck up, so I had to send it to him.
What did it say? This shit's too spicy.
Yeah, some shit like that. Like pulling a turkey out of a can type shit. And I was just like, this is fucking terrible.
I did see a weird gif of this chick shaking her ass. And somebody like morphed it into this fucking like canned turkey just like dumping out, dude. It was like this canned turkey just like dumped out of her ass. I showed my wife and she was like, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, the internet.
She couldn't watch it more than twice. The shit was hilarious.
The internet, man. The internet.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that shit was funny because they say white people don't use seasoning.
Yeah, I think, and personally, I think it's hilarious. I mean, that's not the case with me, but that's the whole thing about stereotypes. Is like they're not all true, but there is some element of truth to it.
Yeah,
like,
and that's why they're hilarious.
There's definitely an element of truth to the white people not using seasoning, because I did like I tell my wife like my wife she'll cook, and I'm very grateful for her cooking, but she's Polish, so she'll take a piece of chicken and throw that shit on the grill, and like that's her cooking. I'm like no.
I made it hot.
Some salt. You gotta do it. You could do like some Italian fucking spices. You gotta put some shit on top of that shit before you cook that shit. You can't just fucking throw a piece of meat on a grill and be like, done. It doesn't fucking work that way. You gotta season that shit. Like,
see, I think that's just hilarious.
Italian. It's like my family, we're used to seasoning stuff, but like the super whites, like the Swedish people and the fucking Polish people, they don't use seasoning. Sorry,
just straight boiled chicken.
You're probably a Protestant. You don't use seasoning, Will.
Me?
Don't.
No, dude, I use seasoning like a motherfucker, dude. Let me tell you something.
Will uses so much hot sauce, he's part black.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, I got. There's something. There's something going on in my genetics. I love me some fucking spicy food. Yep. I love spicy. I love fucking. I don't do shit like I'm like a garbage disposal anyway. Like I'll eat just about damn near anything. But when I'm cooking, I mean, you better tell me if your stomach can't handle some shit, because
Yeah.
it's about to have to handle some shit. Like I like my shit hot. I dope that shit up.
Fuck that.
The fucking
See,
habaneros on there.
Texas
So,
Pete
like-
is as far as I go.
No, I use like I love barbecue, so like I use all kinds of fucking seasoning and spices and shit like that in the barbecue. But like, yeah, I'm not super huge on hot. I like mild type spice, but
Yep.
not anything crazy retarded hot.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be like spicy hot either. Like just in general, like I
fucking
spice
hot
shit
sauce
up.
you
I
got
got all
right
kinds
there.
of. That's the pure capsaicin
Yeah, fuck that shit.
that Jamaica bought, and yeah, no, it wasn't that bad.
I
I mean, if you
almost
go back,
died.
that was like episode like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I
If
almost
you go
died.
back, if you go back and watch that, I just kind of sit there. I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Jamaica's like, man, is that hot or not? I'm like, yeah,
Hot
that's
sauce.
pretty hot.
You
Yeah,
see,
it's
you,
pure.
you see the video of Ruben drinking that bottle of hot sauce?
Ruben did? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I saw that. I wonder how
Alright.
hot that shit was actually. Because I'll drink a bottle
I
of
don't know,
Texas Pete right now and
He drank
fucking.
the bottle, and then he licked his fingers and was like, "Why the fuck did I just lick my fingers?" Like it was like like I didn't have enough of it. He yeah, it seemed pretty fucking hot because he went to the store and talked to the guy at the store. It was like, "I need some hot fucking shit," and they hooked him up with something crazy. And he almost threw up on film. It's pretty good.
Well, that's like when we did the hot sauce challenge. We're gonna redo it because Lloyd wasn't here, and then
Good, y'all three motherfuckers can do that.
yeah,
shit,
Dustin got a drop of pure cap on the tongue.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did too.
And Lloyd got one after the fact. Yeah, but
It was fucking
but
terrible.
The hot. Oh wait, no, you were here.
Yeah.
For the hot wing challenge.
Yeah, I did it. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
you did it with us. Yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, we Jamaica went to this little boutique store out our way, and they had hot sauce and craft beers, and Jamaica got like the four or five of the hottest sauces that they have. One of them being pure capsaicin, which is like a cajillion billion Scoville units, which is how they measure spiciness of food. And that actually is right here. They put that in a fucking prescription medicine container,
With an
and
eye
it's-
drop.
and it's got a fucking eyedropper. And yeah, I got a little bit of them in my eye actually, but
I snorted some on accident.
yeah, that shit is fucking hot, man. I mean, it's about. I don't think you can really make anything hotter than that.
You don't need to.
Well, it's literally capsaicin is the chemical in spicy food that makes it hot.
Yeah. It was just
And it's-
unnecessary.
It's
It
called
really
pure
was.
cap. So it's literally it's capsaicin and like vegetable oil. Like that's it. So it's I mean that shit is hot. But it, like I was saying, it doesn't have to just be like I like, you know, I'm not a foodie or anything, but I like food. I like my food to have, you know, some sort of fucking spice on it. Just give me a little bit of salt and pepper, please. Something. I can't do that straight up Swedish.
Boiled cauliflower and boiled chicken. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I need a little bit of salt, maybe a little pepper or something. Give me something.
Salt and pepper is simple. It's like it's a real. Everybody has salt and pepper. It's on there.
Yeah,
But yes, well, they refuse. They're just like meat grill.
yeah.
Cook that shit.
That's so crazy.
I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, it's funny, man. Fucking. Yeah, you gotta. I'm not your. I don't fit into that stereotype. I'm sure that there's several that I do, but
I don't know.
that one's not one of them.
I don't know.
Me?
I don't think I'd ever peg you for like a normal white guy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, shit. I don't know. There's got to be something like
And my mom still thinks Jermichael's black because of his name.
because of his name.
Even though I've showed her pictures.
Oh, my mom was like, "Is he black?"
Yeah.
Like the first time, I was like, "Yeah, I want to go hang out with Jamichael."
Yep.
She's like, "Jamichael, Michael, is he black?" That's pretty much what everybody says.
Yep.
It's pretty standard. I mean, which
Yeah, like realistically, you can't not think John Mike would be black. Like the name,
yeah,
it's
it's
just a name, it's like
this
a black
is-
name.
yeah, this
Like
is
my
almost
wife's a teacher, and she gets some crazy ass names coming through, And if she heard John Mike, she would think black.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I mean...
There's just names like that. Like, I don't know too many white Tyrones.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if there is one... Nah, there's definitely not one. I don't even think legally, I'm not sure you're allowed to do that. I don't think you're allowed to do that. John Michael is not like a black dude name, though, for real. It just kind of sounds like it might be.
It does. No, that's not. I've never met another one in my life.
Name.
Ever.
It's not.
In the history of life.
I've never met a black dude named Jamichael.
No, it's some fucking Nordic name or some shit. Like old school.
Jamichael said that he's found like one other Jamichael creamer online. And
what?
And the guy is, he writes like children's books or some shit.
That's weird.
I was like, that's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, other than that, he'd be pretty easy to track down social media-wise.
Yeah, I have a very Caucasian name. There's so many white Dustins.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
My middle name kind of saves it a little bit, because Terrell
saves it.
Kind of pulls it back a little bit, but it's still white as shit.
Yeah, I mean, my name is, you want to talk about white as shit, it's William Potter.
Yeah, you have like a super Protestant, like you should be a fucking Amish person type name.
I could see that.
Man, my family. I'm about to do one of these 23andMe, genetic, get my my chromosome
chains on it
processed, see what the fuck's really going on. Yeah, Dee did.
Yeah.
Dee found out she's native as fuck. Which you can see.
It kind of makes sense.
You look at Dee, she looks like fucking Pocahontas and
yep.
shit. I mean, she's a little like Native American girl. That's what she looks like. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But she had no idea because she was adopted.
Yeah. Well, it would be super dope to find out, that you're something that you never thought of. Like, I'm Korean. Just, some wild shit like that.
Are you making fun of me right now?
No.
My sister was making this joke. Yeah, I know, dude. Don't I look like I got some Asian in me somewhere for real, though?
Yeah, I'm very, very interested in actually getting the DNA test done to see what my bloodline is. Because as far as I'm concerned, I have Italian, German, and a little bit of Irish. But I'm like, my family's been here since early 1900s, and a hoe's a hoe. So, like, back then, there might have been some crazy-ass Indian hoe that was fucking my family.
Yeah.
I have some crazy, like, fucking... I might be like part Indian. I don't know. I want to look into it and find out exactly what I am.
That's why I want to find out too. Like I've looked through my family tree or what I could piece together of it on like Ancestry.com and stuff like that, and I've always been told that we were like part Cherokee, and I think that it's believable. But I mean, I don't know. I never could find any like Native Americans in my working through with like Ancestry.com and shit. So I wanted to look at that. But yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I'm like German, English, Irish, but I'm only Irish like on the beard, like an Irish dude nutted on some chick's chin, and then I got a red beard out of it somehow or another. But other than that,
that's about what I did.
Yeah. So it's
I didn't beard or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be English, Irish, German, and probably Scottish or something like that. I'm sure there's some other European shit in there. But I want to find out though. I want to get this thing.
I think it would be really cool. I had a cousin who tried to do it with our family, and she had some really weird results.
My aunt had hers had hers processed and shit. I forget what all else was in there, but there was some like. Caucasus Mountains and shit, which was like...
That's Russia.
Yeah. It's like
the
southern Russia. It's also over by like... fuck. What is the... Georgia, and there's Armenia or something. Is over right in that area. So like we have a little percentage of us from the Caucasus mountain ranges or whatever. So that's interesting.
Blew up the Boston Olympics were from that mountain range. You're a fucking terrorist. Goddamn.
I like the way you put shit together, man. I definitely. I'm like a sleeper cell. I'm just gonna go to bed and have weird like terrorist dreams tonight and shit. Fucking want to bomb
Guys,
something tomorrow.
I'm sorry to cut it short, but I have 5% battery life left, so my phone's gonna die soon.
Oh fuck, man. That's all good. You gonna ride it out, or you gonna say goodbye now?
Nah, but we'll kill this motherfucker together. Let's do it. Fucking ride this shit.
Yeah, fuck your battery, man. That's what I'm saying. Let's kill this bitch. Lloyd is probably in there watching South Park. He walked out on the podcast again. Who knows what the fuck he's doing?
He's been drinking. It's hard to tell.
I'm back to get more Gatorade and vodka. I'm out.
You're out already. How much vodka was in that? Was that the one you started when you?
I take the Gatorade bottle, right, and I drink the Gatorade from here to here.
Okay.
And then I sup with vodka. I fill the top up with vodka.
So you drink it down. You drink it down to the first like
Preparation or whatever.
a ridge.
Yeah.
I would call it. There he is.
You will, I heard you.
There he is. I thought he was watching South Park. He's getting fucking Thanksgiving dinner all over again and shit. Colin said his phone's about to die. So
I know.
I was like, where'd Lloyd go? I know Lloyd's going to want to say goodbye to Colin.
Yeah, I'm doing like 3/4 to half vodka because then I put ice in it too.
But word? Yeah, you know what? I might have to try that. I had a rough experience with vodka when I was like 15. And
I don't drink vodka.
I never recovered. I never really recovered from that.
Yeah, I had one at 16 with Aristocrat vodka.
Yeah, well, it was super cheap. It was
Yeah.
like some Aristocrat something.
Plastic gallon bottle for
Oh,
like
yeah.
$6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I puked in the porn store parking lot on 7.
Yeah, I remember my
3 o'clock in the
dad.
morning.
My dad really doesn't drink very much, but I remember they picked me up the next day, and I was so hungover, and I was just barely playing it off. And that happened to be the day my dad decided that he was going to go to the liquor store and grab some liquor for some reason or another. Man, I just remember being fucking so close to puking the entire way, because he's just like talking to my mom about liquor or something. They picked me up from my buddy's house, and I was like, fuck, this is rough.
Yep.
Rough. I fucking puked all over the place. I mean, it was the first time I ever puked from too much alcohol, whatever. I mean, like I said, I was like 15, so.
Hashtag Free Willy.
You breaking up, Colin?
Yeah, he is.
I'm getting there. I think you're ice cubes. I'm sissy. Alright, I'm back.
Cool beans.
My camera's fucked up. Hold on.
Yeah, your camera's vertical. It's like you're getting ready to shoot a Black Friday fight video or something. There we go.
Am I better?
Yeah, you're
There
better.
we go. Alright. Anyway. Dude, somebody got shot. There's a mall like 10 minutes from my house, and they got shot last night for Black Friday.
Damn it.
That doesn't sound like a very good deal.
No. Well, the person shooting probably got a good deal, but like the person that got shot probably wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I feel like the guy doing the shooting took home a fucking TV for $20 off or something, and yeah, man, I can't fucking do that shit. I can not go out for Black Friday in the flesh and fucking deal with all those people. I can't do it.
Get the deals online now, so it's like you don't have to go to the store to get the same deal online. Why the fuck did you leave your house? I mean, I left my house last night because I was drunk and I didn't know any better. I got a little $10 virtual reality machine and shit, so we're good.
Is that all you got for Black Friday?
No, I also got a gift for my wife. We got some shit for the kids. I got some cigarettes. They weren't Black Friday stuff.
You didn't get a Black Friday deal on cigarettes.
They had the Black Friday deal on cigarettes, unfortunately. But I got I'm trying to get that Nintendo Classic console.
Yeah.
You know, like they brought that shit back, but they're really hard to fucking get. And my wife wants one, so I got for the Wii U. I got it's like an NES Classic Remix game for $15. But the problem is, it's not what I thought it was. So I still have to get that classic shit, which is selling out all over the place.
Are you any good with like computers and shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting better because of the groups and Facebook and video editing and Photoshop. But as far as like, what do you mean good with computers?
Do you know what an emulator is?
Fuck no.
Okay, so these have been around for like 15 years, and when I was a kid, we started fucking with them. You can download an emulator for the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, original PlayStation, original Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Just do a Google search for original Nintendo emulator.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those.
And this is what you do. You get the emulator, you run it, and then you download what's called a ROM. And so each game that you can play on there, which pretty much any title that you want you can find, you download the ROM, and then you go into your emulator program, go to File, Open, or something's that usually that easy. You open the ROM for the game you want to play, and boom, you're playing the game, but it's on your computer. So the only thing that you got to do if you want it to have the real, original experience is get like a USB like game controller and plug it into your computer, and then you just got to program which button does what. But I mean, you can do that all for free, minus the cost of the controller.
Yeah, I know nothing really when it comes to computers, and I did that because I wanted to play original Game Boy games on my computer.
Died.
So
it's dying.
I love you guys. I miss you.
I love you too,
bye.
Colin. Take it easy,
See you,
buddy.
bud.
Good night. And if it doesn't die right now, it's going to be really awkward.
Yep.
Oh, looks like it died.
I think it did. Yeah,
I think it died. Fucking Colin Thomas. All right. Well, that was fucking fun.
Ladies' room.
Yeah. It's 2016, man. You go hit that ladies' room up.
Hey, man, I can do it. The Target supports me.
Bada bing, bada boom. Colin. Gotta preach that, Colin.
Gotta preach that Colin.
That Colin. So, was Christian in the chat still? Looks like it, yeah. Christian's in the chat talking about fucking history and shit. Fucking, hey Christian, if you're listening, man, you want to call in? Let me fucking send me a Skype. Send me a Skype username, man. Hey, man, send me a Skype username, man. So fuck, we're 2 hours in. I'm gonna play this shitty commercial that I made, where I'm making a goofy ass voice. And you know what? Let me just preface that by saying there's a lot of online shopping going on for Christmas and whatnot. If you are so inclined, or if you would be such a doll as to go to letemknowpodcast.com, click on the Amazon link and use that shit. It doesn't cost you anything, and it would help us out a lot. We get like 5% of whatever you buy from there. It'll help us buy, purchase equipment and keep shit going. We can use it for advertisement and other shit. Anyway, I'm gonna play this stupid ad that I made.
Hey man, you like the Let 'em Know podcast? Go over to letemknowpodcast.com. Scroll down, click on one of our affiliate links like Onnit or Datsusara or Amazon.com. Anything you buy on this bitch right here, we get a little piece of. Don't cost you nothing extra at all. You go to dsgear.com/let'emknow. Or you can click right here on this honest shit. Right here. Get all kinds of shit.
Listen up, fam. Listen up, fam. Listen up, fam.
Yeah, so anyway, there's a stupid ass video that I made for our sponsors, kind of sponsors, not really sponsored by anybody. But they're nice enough that if we channel some traffic their direction, they will give us a little tiny bit of money. And I haven't checked recently to see if anything extra has come in, but as far as I know, nothing has. Anyway, Lloyd wants to show this this video of a bunch of birthday wishes for his mom for Thanksgiving, which was put together by him with a bunch of clips from people saying, you know, happy birthday to his mom. Her birthday was on Thanksgiving, so happy birthday, Lloyd's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna play that real quick while we're at it too.
Today ain't just Thanksgiving. It's my mom's birthday. And being an admin of one of the greatest Facebook groups in all the land, I get a lot of love from some cool people. So today, especially today, I want to share that love with my moms. Let's go.
Woo! It's your boy, Nature Boy, Black Flair. Woo! Styling and profiling on Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Woo, woo, woo. Woo! Happy Thanksgiving.
So before I eat my weight in food today and add an extra dimple to my already growing ass, I just wanted to say happy birthday, Mrs. T!
Happy birthday, Mrs. Snaglia. All the way from Canada. It's freezing.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T.
Happy birthday from the UK, Mrs. T.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T.
This birthday shout out goes to Colin and Naglia. Happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday, Lloyd's mom. Yay! It's your birthday. What?
Happy freaking birthday, Miss T. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T. And happy Thanksgiving. Hope it's an awesome day for you.
Happy birthday, Lloyd's mom.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T.
Mr. Lloyd told
Fucking
me
chemistry,
that it's
man.
your birthday today, Mrs. T. I want to wish you a happy birthday, Mrs. T. Take care of yourself.
Happy birthday, Mrs. T. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Mama Lloyd. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's me, Mr. Black Ono. I want to say happy birthday, Mrs. T. It's Thanksgiving. Celebrate it with your family. Happy birthday. If you haven't, go see me. Happy birthday.
You heard it here, Mom. You got a lot of love from people that you don't even know. I drive across country, I meet these crazy J records. They got love for you. They got love for us.
Your music selection
J-Rex,
is hilarious for this, Lloyd.
It's very inspirational.
Love you, Mom.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
What did your mom think of the video, Lloyd?
Happy birthday, Mrs. T. Well, Lloyd made an actual not a reaction video almost of
You can pull that up too.
his mom watching. I don't think we need to go over another 3 minutes of your mom watching a video.
That's fair enough.
But not the same one anyway. Maybe we can shut it down with that later.
I'm sure she appreciated it.
Yeah, no, it seemed like she was, like you said, she was feeling the love. Happy birthday, Mrs. T. Happy birthday. For sure. Happy birthday.
Shit, it was my dad's 50th birthday only a few days before her birthday. And, yeah, their birthdays are only, like 4 or 5 days apart. And, yeah, for sure come up with the actual stat on that, right, Lloyd? Anyway. Anyways. My dad is 50 and I'm 25. So, when you do the math, it's actually kind of interesting. This will be the only point in our lives where my dad is twice my age. 50 to 25. This next year, I'm going to be 26, he'll be 51, and then so forth and so forth. And it's not, the math doesn't work out the same way anymore. So, I think that that's kind of interesting and worth pointing out.
Yeah, well, I mean, presumably that happens to every father and son. Who
Does it? Does it, though?
Well, as long as the father lives long enough, yeah.
You won't.
Yeah, think about it.
Twice
exactly. Big? Well, especially if you want to cut it down to months, you might fall on where one of them is an odd number and there's not an exact half of the whole number, but there'd be like a half in like 6 months or whatever. But, well, yeah, like think about it. So my son's 7. I am 29 when my son is 15, but that's 7 years from now. It won't quite be there, but when he's like 20, we'll be getting close. I'll be close to 40. So eventually, he's going to catch up to that halfway point. He has to. Unless I die before it happens. Yeah, I mean, think about it. So, if I had him when I was, let's say I had him when I was 2, when he was 1, or, okay, so let's say,
I get where you're
you know
going.
what I'm saying? It happens with every, it happens at some point with, depending on how old your dad is. If he lives long enough, you will eventually be, half of his age.
Okay.
But yeah, 25 that's a nice solid number for the 25
It's
and
interesting
50.
that it worked that way, right?
Yeah, 25 and 50 is a solid way for that to go down.
Yeah.
So well, what that means is that he was 25 when you were born, then, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, you know what? That might be the key to this. So
what age you were when you birthed your child?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm too retarded for this math, but let's see. So my dad was.
That does make sense.
My dad was 26 when I was born. Let's see, I was 26 a couple years ago. My dad is 56 right now. Fucking 52 4 years ago. Yeah, no, that's really close. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to. You guys definitely don't need me to do this fucking weird mental math in my
your
head.
wife just said you were 21 when William was born. So when you're 42, he'll be 21.
Be 21 with exactly half my age. So yeah, it was right then.
It's actually pretty simple math.
I was right then. Yeah, I'm just fucking stupid. I'm one shot and like 2 Heinekens down. I'm fucking retarded.
But it is cool though. Like you pointed out, 25 to 50. That is interesting that it worked out that way.
Yeah, well, 25 and 50. Yeah, quarter centuries.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. Fucking yeah. I mean, as long as your dad lives long enough, then at some point in time you're gonna make it to that halfway point.
They're laughing at us for being like so
stupid
slow about this.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's all good. I didn't say I was good at math, but what I am good at is choking fools, and also building computer networks, and working on cars. So go fuck yourself. Those are the things I claim to be good at, not podcasting, obviously. And my interpersonal skills aren't all that great. I'm fucking like a solid 4 on a bad day. And, so yeah, I got a couple things going for me. Math is not one of them. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding. I love you all. Don't go fuck yourself. Or actually, do go fuck yourself. That's like self-love. So, like, I love you, but also go, love yourself. Love yourself. Jerk off. Or whatever. Or, what do they call it for chicks? I know it's just called masturbation across the board, but what do they call that? Slap the hamburger patty or whatever. You know? Isn't that what they say?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up at this point. Slap the hamburger. Where the fuck did I...
I don't know. One of my uncles told me it was called playing with the little man in the boat.
Huh. That's cute. You get that. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Little man on the boat.
Yep.
It's gonna be really weird next time. Now that on my head.
You know.
Christian say anything? Is he coming on the show?
I think he was,
No, he's in the comments talking about marrying a fat chick. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Whew, shit, fucking... Oh, man. It's been a wild ride, Lloyd. Episode 19. So fucking theoretically, if we do a show on Wednesday, it would be episode 20.
Correct.
I'm thinking I might hit up Daniele.
Yeah?
And see if he wants to come back for episode 20.
Shit, why not?
I don't know if he's got any time or not, but we'll see what's up.
Like you said to me earlier about heading up Let's Go Champ, Shannon Briggs.
Yep.
Can only say no.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I said, man. I'm telling you, Lloyd's all bashful because he's his new hero. But
He really is, man. Are we
I thought
finally
it
going
was-
down that road right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, we can.
I was trying to talk about him tonight for
I
sure.
don't care for sure. Talk about Shannon Briggs and how much you want to like suck his dick or whatever. No, the guy definitely is super inspirational. It was a good episode, and you know what? Listening to that guy talk makes me want to watch boxing.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm not a boxing fan.
Exactly.
Like, I'll watch boxing and, it's the sweet science and all that shit, but I'm not a boxing guy.
Not anymore. I used to
Boxing-
watch old boxing.
Yeah.
Yo, I sent to your DMs, can you post the pictures of me making the Photoshop and then later him liking and commenting on Instagram? It made me feel really special.
He liked one of your pictures?
He liked my Photoshop on Instagram and then he commented on it. So,
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was really happy. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go,
Let's
champ.
go, champ. Let's go, champ. Oh fuck! You sent it to my dooms,
Personal DMs.
to my personal dooms. All right. This is why we need my wife.
Jamie.
This is why we need my wife to do this shit right here, because I'm over here clacking on a fucking keyboard and I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see.
Yeah, those are them. Those first two right
These two right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the original
So-
Photoshop. And then
Hold on, give me a second. Let me pull them up. So Lloyd put together. Lloyd is so up Shannon Briggs' ass right now. He put together this image. I'm just fucking.
that
with you.
shit is cool though.
Yeah, he goes, let's eat, champ. You gotta be thankful, champ. Let's go, champ. And fucking, apparently,
He smashed that like button.
Shannon Briggs smashed that motherfucking like button.
And he commented, hashtag let's go champ, hashtag let's go champ.
He said, hashtag let's go champ.
Crying
twice.
emoji.
Yeah.
Crying, laughing emoji. With
thumbs
the,
up and the fucking and flexing arm. So that's super cool that... That's super cool that he acknowledged that at all. That dude's super cool. But that is like... to me, that's like seeing a gazelle with a limp. Maybe I should rephrase that. What I mean is that he's prime to come on the show. If you contact him, I feel like you got to be like, yo, Shannon Briggs, come on the show. I am not trying to insinuate that Shannon Briggs is like a gazelle with a limp to me. That is not what I meant by that.
I'm pretty sure he could take out our whole crew very easily.
But anyway, I just
smell the blood in the water.
I'm just saying that, like, the fact that he is that he commented on that at all. I'm saying let's fucking throw the line out, Lloyd. God damn it, and let's get the guy to call in, you know. But like I was saying, it does make me super pumped to want to watch him box.
Yeah.
Him in particular. Like I could care less. It's not that I couldn't care less. I like watching boxing, but it's just not. It's like watching checkers to me versus watching chess. The rest of the game isn't there for me with boxing, and I understand it's a completely different thing. And I've even got a friend of mine that I've known since like 4th grade who thinks that like fucking Floyd Mayweather would just like whoop the dog shit out of Conor McGregor, like either in an octagon or in a boxing ring. And I'm like, man, I mean, first off, he has no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Did I already say this on last episode where I felt like if they fought each other to the death, it would be absolutely hilarious in comparison? Because let's face it, Conor McGregor's a mixed martial artist. If they're fighting each other, take out the gloves, take out any rules,
take out all the
period.
Rules. Yeah.
No holds barred. Conor will end Floyd's life.
Well, this is the argument. This is the argument that I made for like even the rule set in MMA that I started to kind of get you on board with several episodes ago. Like that's my entire basis when it comes to martial arts is.
Yeah, it translates more to real life fight.
The closer it can get to real life or death, as close as we can get to that while still being reasonably safe and everything, that's the best situation for me for MMA. And that's why MMA is so much more interesting and exciting and better than boxing. Like I just
exactly, but I keep boxing under that umbrella of the mixed martial arts world because it's still like a pure striking game and whatnot. But the fact of the matter is, it's just undeniably so much more limited compared to what even an amateur martial artist competes through and goes through. So it's really hard to even. I mean, me and Will are very obviously pro MMA guys, so it's not like it's MMA is so much better than boxing. It's just MMA is just so much more open.
It's just a different thing. There is, to me, it's closer to reality, and that's where I'm at on it. So it's
you don't put on pads on your hands like that. Like the MMA gloves are so much more realistic. They're literally only there to protect your hand, not to protect the freaking impact that you're gonna inflict on somebody as much.
And obviously, boxing is a huge piece of MMA, but it's just like, to me, it's in the same category as like pure jiu-jitsu or like pure wrestling or like
exactly,
or like pure taekwondo or
exactly.
pure Muay Thai, pure kickboxing, pure
it's a subgroup,
pure
of
boxing,
martial arts.
When you put all
umbrella.
when you put all of them together, is where you get MMA, and that's why I love MMA. Now, it's not to say that I don't like the other ones, since, like I said, I'm not talking shit. it's nowhere near as interesting to me. But part of that reason is, and I'm guilty of this, I almost sound hypocritical, but let me explain myself. I love watching pure jiu-jitsu. But the reasoning is because I do jiu-jitsu. So, same thing with like wrestling. Like, I'm sure you probably watch Olympic wrestling every 4 years, don't you?
I do, but it's not nearly as entertaining to me as while I'm coaching my high schoolers, because they put a lot more on the line. Once you get to that high Olympic level, it's no bullshit. It's a lot more boring because it's more timid. You're being careful. You have greatness at the highest level versus greatness at the highest level from two different countries going against each other, and you can't even really. You can't compare that to two high school kids that have nothing to lose, that just want to be a dog and work their way up to a state title. It's so much different.
There's a whole lot less on the line.
It gets less and less entertaining when, exactly, more gets on the line. When you get on that college level wrestling to me is not as entertaining as high school wrestling. High school wrestling is literally the most entertaining level of wrestling. That's why. What are you doing, my boy?
I'm just fucking around. I probably shouldn't do that. I did this last time, and I rewatched the podcast, and I'm like, man, I'm a fucking idiot. Look at how drunk I am.
But yeah, you get me. The point I'm getting at.
I know exactly what you're saying. There's more on the line. So like I was saying, you're a wrestler, so you still, like I said, you'll watch real wrestling, pure wrestling by itself. I like to watch EBIs. I've seen pretty much every Eddie Bravo Invitational submission only tournament. I like watching those. They're fucking fun. But it doesn't even compare. It's like watching boxing to me. I like watching boxing, but I was never a boxer. It's also the same thing with like kickboxing and taekwondo and Muay Thai. I can watch that stuff too, but that's because I have a history in kicking sports. So,
sorry, I had a request.
Who requested?
Lauren again.
Lauren again.
That's all she wants out of me is to flex.
Lauren Lee, that's all she wants. She's just a fucking piece of meat to Lauren.
It's okay.
Gosh, Lauren, why?
It doesn't take much for me to do it.
Yeah,
I know it looks good.
Lloyd will jump. Lloyd will jump on that place. I know it looks good. Get the fuck out of here, You fucking.
You get the fuck out of here. How about we compare that? How about
we're comparing flexes?
Yeah.
Okay. Look. He said, "I know." I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I'm just saying, get the fuck out of here with that shit. This is so fucking. Look.
She liked it. It's okay.
Fucking Lloyd. Flex on these fools, Dustin. No, I'm holding back, man. I'm full of turkey.
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling tonight. Lloyd's been waiting on that flex trigger. Somebody to pull the flex trigger. I gotta fucking... I gotta do something I haven't done in a long time.
Oh yeah, you gonna start keeping track of the flexes again?
Oh, you know what? That'd be hilarious. Fucking... No, it's not even... I'm not even flashing the right thing.
That was the wrong one.
I don't even know.
Psych, that's the wrong...
I don't fucking...
That's the wrong caption.
Fucking flash this dumb shit. First one's free, Lauren. First one's free.
Post up some of those Colin photoshops that I made for our guest for tonight.
Alright. So
I sent them to you. I thought they were funny. This is our campaign for 2020.
This is Colin running for president. He met with Barack Obama here, as you can see, and then this is him with his hand over his heart with Tom Hanks, because he is a good American. So no one ever took a picture of him not having his hand over his heart when there was a flag around. And every single one of those pictures that you've seen was all real.
Oh wow, Jamichael's calling me. I don't know why.
John Mitchell. Here's Colin Thomas with the troops.
Yo.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, we're live right now.
Here's Colin Thomas on Jay Leno.
Shit, I didn't realize that I had these headphones in here. What's up?
And here's Colin Thomas shaking hands with Vladimir Putin himself.
They can't hear you. Hold on. Can you not Skype in? Alright, hold on.
Plug this in. Plug that in to your phone. Alright. Your boy Jamichael's on the phone. My boy, even.
Yeah, I.
You plugged in?
Yeah, I plugged it.
Johnny, say something. Johnny.
I can hear it.
Oh man, this fucking volume is dumb as fuck. Alright, we're going straight up speakerphone. Hold on. What's going on, boy?
I was just calling to say hi to everybody and make it quick.
How's it going, man?
How's everybody doing?
We're doing good. We're doing fucking good out here, man, recording these shows, man.
I know, dude. I'm just cracking up.
Yeah, fucking Colin's all drunk. How's Thanksgiving, bro?
Dude, it's so good. It was awesome.
Fuck yeah. That's what I wanted to hear.
Probably like one of the better Thanksgivings of my adult life.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, you were telling me Hayden's or you guys were getting a fucking AR or some shit. I was like, man, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still didn't happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, fuck. It's still, whatever. It's all good. I was just, I thought that was interesting. You were talking about that the other day. Anything, anything crazy happen?
No, not really. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, a lot of dogs. There's like 5 dogs in this fucking house right now. So that's fun. Other than that,
Puppies.
Are you at,
fucking Lucy attacked my dad, purebred German Shepherd, and just fucking annihilated her.
Jesus.
We were in the corner. It was fucking awesome. I've never been so proud.
A 5-pound dog taking out a German
Dude,
Shepherd.
My 14-pound dog just like put this 90-pound dog in the corner and just turned into a little bitch. I was so happy.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, Lucy's like a couple ounces of fury. I mean, we're
Dude.
That's my girl.
I was like, I was like, she bites. Like, she'll bite other dogs. She won't bite people. And like my stepmom laughed. Smacked my leg, and then fucking Lucy lunged at this dog and just annihilated it. It was fucking amazing.
That's fucking... Yeah, I would expect that out of Lucy. You fucked her up good from birth.
Good. It was good.
Oh, man.
Good time. I just want to make a quick call in to everybody.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
I'm glad that you did, for real.
Yeah, I'm still here in heart.
Is there anything you'd like to tell everyone to smash?
Oh, no, wait, I'm not screwing in my dad's house right now. But, dude, last night, okay, so 8 o'clock every night, this dude plays taps on trumpet in Glenrock on his front porch, and, like, the whole town can hear it, because he's, like, it's a natural amphitheater.
Gotcha.
Last night, and that was pretty crazy.
Yeah?
It was really, he's like a retired
I was
Fourth
gonna.
floor, something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he like a veteran or something like that? He did
Yeah,
you say?
he just goes out on his front porch and fucking plays taps, and at 8 o'clock every night for 30 seconds, he fucking does it. And he's done it for like the past couple months.
That's
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool, actually. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, I missed it tonight, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, shit. That's definitely interesting. That kind of reminds me of this, I guess it's Sweden. Have you seen that?
People scream out the window.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Where somebody will crack, open a window or, I mean, whatever. Just go outside and fucking scream, and then, like, everybody does it in the last, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I actually screamed back, like, right after the dude quit playing taps. I was like, woo! Like, Ric Flair fucking
Yeah.
And was that disrespectful?
Nah, I'm into it. If I'm the guy playing taps, I'm like, fuck yeah, they want an encore.
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling it. I was feeling it pretty fucking hard.
Fucking A, dude.
But he's actually gotten, like, complained about by his neighbors, like, he's way too loud.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, go to fucking Mexico. Go somewhere else. go to fucking Canada, you little bitch. I mean, if the dude does that shit at 8 o'clock every night in front of me, he could do that shit in my living room.
Yeah, I'd be like, Paul. I'd be like, mute the TV. I want to hear this shit. Go fuck yourself. I mean, that's.
Dude, and it was good. It was, oh my god. It was actually really nice. Like everybody.
It's like 30 seconds, right? I mean, 30
under
seconds.
a minute.
Yeah, come on. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Suck it up, and have some respect. I mean, if it was every day, everybody's like, "Oh no, it's way too loud." What would you say to him, Will? I know you're gonna say.
I'd say go fuck yourself. I said it like 5 times.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if they were my neighbors, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
For sure, go fuck yourself. It's, less than a minute, like you said. I mean, it doesn't take long. Just, I mean, is it really? Is it fucking bothering you that bad? If that's your problem in your neighborhood, then you get a nice cushy life.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's your biggest. Oh, I work night shift or anything like that. I really don't care. Really don't care, and I'm not trying to put. I mean, I am, but I'm not like really trying to put the guy on a pedestal and say like, oh, he can do whatever he wants. You know, he's served. But I mean, you gotta fucking give respect where shit's due.
Yeah. And even if it wasn't taps, just imagine it was fucking Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it was a.
That shit might piss me off.
For a minute a night. I don't know.
Or it might scare me if it was like real dark.
Yeah, you might.
Pineapple pen, apple pen, pineapple pen.
Yeah, if you played that shit, once a night at 8 p.m., I still might be like, hey, you know what? It's pineapple pen time. You know what? Fuck it.
No, you got to go.
What if that dude?
Pineapple apple pen. Yeah, I did it. I mean, I really don't know, but
Pen.
I thought that was cool.
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. What if that dude was your neighbor and he just went out and he had like a karaoke setup and he did that every night at 8 o'clock? I'd be like, you know what?
That sounds like the worst shit ever.
Dude, if he did that, I would just be like, you know what? Fucking good for him. He loved it.
You know what? Deal with it. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Literally take your own penis and put it inside of yourself.
Dustin has switched sides now. He's like, nah. I'd be like, yo, stop. Stop that shit. That shit sucks.
Freestyling. He's playing fucking taps. Dustin playing beatboxing.
That's so racial.
This shit's lit 100%.
100, 100, 100. What if it was the same fucking bars every night?
Yep, that's so racial. So racial.
I know, dude.
Oh, man. God damn it. I wish my kids would stop running around like crazy assholes upstairs.
That's for sure.
But anyway, just checking in. Love everybody. Love you, Dustin. Love you, Will. Love you, Lloyd.
Love you too, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
Love you too. Come back here because I'm not as good at your job as you are. Please come back.
What did he say?
He said, love you too. Please come back. I'm not as good at your job as you are. Please come back. That's
No, I think you're doing great.
It's terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
Just yell until George wakes up. That's all I do.
He acknowledged that earlier.
He was like, it's so much more quiet without Jermichael here.
Yeah, dude, I've heard that so much. And it's like, you know what? Well,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
well-
sorry. I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah, well, apparently George wasn't here for last episode.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was like trying to keep touching as much as I could, and that was old George.
Yep. Yeah, that one was...
That's all you could say.
That was interesting. All right, buddy. Well...
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks for letting me on my own show that I have built with my own hands. I mean, I literally made it.
Well, we're out of time. We gotta go. You're knocked out.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys. Love you. Bye.
Love you too,
Love you
Johnny.
too, brother.
Take it easy, buddy. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye.
Fuck yeah! Get the Johnny on the show.
Oh, Jermichael.
John Michael.
That guy.
I got a pen.
God, I hate that fucking song so much.
So do I. There was like 3 days in a row where Will played that shit. He would have it on like repeat.
Yeah, he'd have been
on,
grounded.
like different
versions. Go to your room, do some push-ups.
Playing different
Push-ups.
versions of it and shit. I was like, Will, you gotta stop. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we cannot do this song anymore with the pen and the pineapple thing.
I just
And now
sat on the porch.
now Mel will just sing it randomly.
Well, she might be able to get away with it.
She could probably get away with it. I mean, she does.
Pretty fucking cute.
Yeah. She's like, I have a pen. I have pineapple.
And I stab you with it.
Stab you in the fucking heart.
Yep. That's
Kill
her.
your soul.
That's
you burn in
her.
hell forever.
Yep.
I'm like, Mel, what? What? And
She's like, love you, daddy.
Yeah, love you, daddy.
Yep. She's great.
She's fucking scary sometimes. I hope she watches this episode like 20 years from now.
Yep.
Oh, man. Lloyd, what else is going on, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
So I saw something the other day. Unless you were getting ready to say something, I was just thinking about
I
it.
really wasn't. Oh, go ahead.
Really had nothing. So the Dakota pipeline shit.
Yeah.
So have you seen the allegedly this girl got her arm blown up?
Vaguely saw it, but I didn't go into it. I try not to look at that shit because it just depresses me.
Yeah, no, it definitely.
I'm so with Dustin on that.
Like all of it, all the bad shit
It
that
is-
like is trending often. Like
I literally hear on regular ass radio as I'm driving to Winchester on the way over here. They're like,
yeah,
bad news out of blah blah blah. Oh well, change the channel.
yeah, it just kills my soul, man. I don't know. Like I don't really care to be so much informed about shit like that, but I've been.
Like, there's nothing I can do about that. So why do I need to
Yeah.
hear about some bad news? Where
But I have been following the Dakota pipeline shit just because.
Well, there is an
it's
argument.
fucked up.
There is an argument to be made that, you know, that being uninformed, and yeah, maybe you can't do anything directly, but being uninformed is, I don't know, for me, I'm never going to choose ignorance over, and I don't mean that in like a negative connotation.
No, I know exactly how you
I don't
mean
mean
it.
like, I don't mean like you're ignorant, Lloyd. I just mean like, I'm never going to choose ignorance of a certain subject over knowing everything about it. I'm a realist. I like to know I want to know 100% of the truth, no matter how ugly it is.
Absolutely.
In all circumstances.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
And yeah, it is, what's going on over there is depressing. and it's fucked up. But I think it's important at the same time. And but yeah, so anyway, what I was getting at is allegedly this girl got her arm blown off, but not blown off, but then she might have to have it amputated theoretically or something. Blown up by a something that
fucked up flashbang or something.
Yeah, some shit. And also, and then after that, I saw something somebody posted saying that essentially it's not true at all.
What's happening there?
No, not what's happening there, but that,
or with that girl.
With that girl specifically. That and I don't know fucking what to believe. That's the thing, man. It seems like every year goes by, everything that I see in the media is
this becomes more convoluted.
It's really hard to figure out what is real and what is not real.
And that I'll retract what I said before. I don't focus on the media as much when it comes to like these like travesties that are occurring, because it is so convoluted and it's usually very one-sided to either side. But I will avoid watching, videos of shit just because it really does just bring me down, man. Like, it's really, really fucked up. But I will, read stories from, accurate sites and stuff and try to stay informed just so I know what's going on. But, like, it's hard sometimes, man, especially when there's so much of it happening. Like, it gets overwhelming, and for whatever reason, like, it has an effect on my day.
Yeah.
And I don't really wish for it to be any different, that it has an effect on my day. I don't wish I was like a colder person or something, but if I can avoid it, looking at it like right there in the moment to ensure that, I can get through my day and, not fuck up somebody's tattoo or some shit, I'll do it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go home and watch it when I'm by myself and be depressed for no reason, like, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, you're right, and it's just it's just really easy to wash your hands of anything that doesn't directly affect you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people do that.
I feel like a ton of people do that. Yeah.
And it's dismissive to do that, but I only do that because I am affected by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with all the police shit, for instance, so much of that was coming out daily, like new cases, new whatever. That shit got terribly overwhelming, to the point that I couldn't get on social media at all because there was new fucking hashtags, or this video, or that video, or just people battling on both sides, and it's like, none of that shit is gonna fucking help the situation, and it gets overbearing at times.
I don't know. I think that some of it does help the situation, though, in that it raises awareness, and without the awareness, it's real easy for the government to trample over 5 or 10 people.
Yeah.
But if everybody knows about something fucked up that's going on, and everybody is making a stink out of something, it's a hell of a lot harder for them to be able to continue to do shit that's fucked up if everybody knows about it. But the problem comes in that the media is mainstream media on like television and shit.
Yeah.
Good luck seeing much of anything about the pipeline shit.
Well, no, and they don't fucking cover it, and that in itself breaks my heart, because these people aren't being violent. They're not really, from what I've seen, have been doing anything like super crazy. They haven't been attacking cops or anything. Like, really just peacefully protesting, and like, it's fucking cold, and they're getting sprayed with water and shit.
Yeah, getting sprayed down with fucking water and 27-degree temperature.
Flashbangs and crazy shit, and it's just like, when's enough? When is a protest, like, actually going to be effective?
Well, the problem is if all the... I mean, this is the heart of the problem to me.
Yeah.
Is that if the money that was being spent on building the pipeline and hiring private police companies to go out there and spray down protesters with water in 27-degree temperature. And, theoretically they're shooting people with rubber bullets and shit like that. I mean, the amount of money that it's taken for this entire apparatus to create this pipeline, if that were actually funneled into renewable energy like solar or... I mean, fuck it.
Turbines.
Even I'm not into fracking, but even like fucking something. I mean, that's actually, I guess, partially it's a pipeline for oil, so they are going to transport fucking fracking oil or whatever oil, with that. But if all of this money were spent in a more productive way, a more progressive way, and I don't mean progressive to mean like a fucking. Like fucking like liberal progressive. I don't mean it in like a political. I just mean like
a more modern.
Well, I mean it progressive meaning something that is progress.
Yeah, from where we are currently.
Yeah, like renewable energy, wind, solar, shit like that is 100% the future, and the government
knows that
is keeping the oil industry alive with subsidies.
Yeah,
subsidies, and I mean, so many of them on the right and the left have huge stakes in oil in the oil industry.
Well, they have their money in it, and it's not.
Well, I mean, fucking Donald Trump himself is actually has stock in the company that's building the pipeline.
Yeah, and it's fucked up because it's common knowledge within the government, whatever that means to everybody else, that these alternative methods do exist. Mm-hmm. It's common knowledge that they know that they have more than enough money in this country to go in that direction, but they just don't.
Well, one thing that they like to say constantly is that it's not a realistic goal or that it's not feasible. But that's bullshit.
It's not feasible bullshit. Because they wouldn't make as much money as they're making now.
Well, yeah, but that's not the definition of feasible. The reason it's not feasible to them...
That's why they use that word.
It's not even that it's not feasible to them. It's that they're either ignorant in that it is feasible. I mean, people know very little about solar energy. Me, in particular...
Oh yeah, I won't pretend like I know everything about it. But
well, I will. I'm pretty goddamn well versed. Yeah. But I also am a pseudo electrician by trade. I work with electricity and shit like that.
Absolutely.
And I do understand solar energy. And it's funny because I'll hear like Joe Rogan talk about it. Not recently, but like a year or so ago. I've heard him talk about. He said something that was completely off topic. I sent him a message about it. I'm sure he never saw it, but. He was like, my understanding is whatever, blah, 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 you can't go completely off the grid or something, and that's not true. You absolutely can. You gotta have a battery bank and an inverter. And actually, that's what I have set up. I got a shitty version of that set up right now that I use as backup power instead of a generator.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah. Right now, which at any point in time the power goes off at my house, all I gotta do is flip the switch on my inverter and I got a fully charged battery bank that's ready to go.
Yeah.
It's all solar. I can run my entire house, not for that long right now, but that's only because I gotta pull I gotta pull building permits and everything else in order to set this up really right. I've just been experimenting with it.
And then they make that shit difficult as well.
Yes, well, that's the other thing, is that they make it a pain in the ass to get grid tie, to get a grid tied system okayed by the electric company. You got to jump through hoops to do that too.
And they just make it incredibly difficult, thinking that the average person will be like, "Fuck it, I'll just stay with whatever I got now."
Well, it's like people like me. I mean, electricity is cheap enough.
Yeah.
But what we're not factoring into it is the cost that it's having. That's not monetary. So yeah, our electric bill is not that goddamn much every month. But the effect that being addicted to fossil fuels is having on our nation and our entire world is massive.
Yeah.
So it's not feasible. It's 100% feasible.
Yeah, and that's why I have
to go 100% electric. They say that the amount of sunlight that hits the United States, you could put basically a huge solar array out in like the Southwest somewhere, probably like in Texas or something like
flats
that,
or some shit,
and power the entire U.S. And I mean, you're talking about maybe like 1,000 square miles, but in Texas that would be nothing.
Yeah,
that's that's somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is, like, if you took the money that this pipeline is costing and you dumped it into a huge solar generator, I don't know. The idea that this has to happen is ludicrous to me.
That's what makes me so furious about it, because it's like, okay, they know already that this alternative would work, but their stock is in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to do it where they're going to lose out on money. These people are already rich, but they want to continue to build up, past rich wealth,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it fucks with me, because it becomes a moral thing at that point, because it's like, if you know what you're doing is wrong and you continue to do it, you're just a fucked up person.
It is primarily a greed problem, but the only way that works is if you convince everybody else that it's not feasible. So that's what they like to say.
True.
And the fact of the matter is that it's just a lie.
Yeah,
I mean,
flat out.
It's a lie that it's not feasible. It's 100% feasible. As far as I know, Germany's well on their way to being 100% solar by 2020.
That's so fucking
Germany
awesome
gets
for
less.
them.
Germany gets less sunlight than us.
Jesus
so
Christ.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
it's
so crazy, man.
It's the environmental impact that it's going to have to continue to use oil and to continue to dump carbon into the atmosphere, which, let me make this very simple for people who don't think that global warming is real. There's something called the greenhouse effect. It's how greenhouses work. Greenhouse gases that trap heat energy, are stuck in something. So they absorb energy and they stay hot. So I have a greenhouse in my backyard. If you go out there and it's 30 degrees, it's going to be a lot warmer in the greenhouse.
And I can attest to that, because I've been in there when it was cold.
So this is how this works. Our atmosphere is trapped on this planet via gravity, unless you believe that the Earth is flat, in which case I can't talk to you. I'm sorry. But our atmosphere is trapped on this planet because of gravity. It's being held down on the sphere because of gravity. So less dense gases rise to the very top. They're up in the stratosphere. More dense gases are close to the bottom. So carbon dioxide gets trapped in the crust of the planet in the form of old-ass dinosaurs that get liquefied or turned into charcoal and everything else. That is solidified carbon. When you burn it, you turn it back into a gas and you release it into the atmosphere. Where the fuck do you think it all goes? It doesn't just go out into outer space. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not here. You increase the carbon output, you get more carbon in the atmosphere, you get higher temperatures. Global warming is real.
Just look at Virginia.
If you don't understand it, then that's fine. That's all you got to say. But it is real. This is a very simple concept. There's a reason they call it greenhouse gases. It's because it creates a greenhouse effect, which meaning it creates warming. It traps heat. This shit is real. And what we're doing is we're unlocking carbon that is locked into the planet. It's locked into the ground. We suck it out of the ground, and then we burn it, turning it back into a gas, and now it's in the atmosphere. And if you keep doing that, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. And it doesn't get used it doesn't get converted into anything else out of the atmosphere faster than we're dumping it in there.
Yeah.
And you can tell that if you go sit in DC traffic one time and tell me that human beings can't have an effect on what goes in the atmosphere. I mean, it's...
Oh, dude, yeah. That's what I said. Just look at Virginia. Look at the fuck up weather we've had in the past couple of years.
Shit's crazy.
It was 70 degrees last Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And, and then there's the retarded argument of fucking people. If it's ever like super cold, like it was last year,
yeah,
it's just fucking crazy fucking cold.
Yeah.
Like, not normal cold.
Yeah, like blistering cold.
People are like, oh, global warming, right? Yeah, well, you're fucking stupid. Because that's not how this works. I mean, you know what? I'm done explaining that global warming is real. It's not like I always say 80% everybody's fucking retarded.
Yep.
And I stand by that. But unfortunately, that's just, you just got to deal with that. I'm not here to explain to you that global warming is real, even though I just did. This shit's very simple. But the effect that the Dakota Access Pipeline and every other pipeline, like the Keystone XL that we were talking about last year and everything, not only if it bursts and goes into the water system, then we're fucking up a huge natural resource right there. We're fucking it up. Just like the fucking water crisis in Flint, Michigan, which is apparently not being handled at all. But that's
still going on.
That's a byproduct of the oil industry. So it's but that's, I mean, so there's two major effects on our environment that are happening with this shit. One of them is that water is being polluted, and the other is that the atmosphere is being pumped full of carbon, which does not go anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So, anyway, renewable energy is 100% feasible. People don't want you to believe that. And if you're an impressionable person who doesn't do any fucking research on your own, then you're probably likely to believe that. But it's fucking nonsense, and everybody's being played. So it's easy for them because the idea, I mean, most of these guys are fucking old as fuck and are not going to live to see the negative aspects of this. And it happens so slow.
Yeah.
The process happens slow enough that people don't realize that it's happening while it's happening.
Absolutely. It's a very old mentality. Like, it's definitely the older people that are harder to get on board with that. But,
and another thing is that weather patterns and climate are cyclical. So that is a piece of it, but it doesn't matter because over time, if you graph this out, even though things are cyclical, you pump more carbon into the atmosphere,
you're going to get a change.
You get higher temperatures.
Yeah.
So it just, things are cyclical, and yeah, you could have another ice age, but the fact of the matter is we are fucking up. We are fucking up. We're having an effect.
And it doesn't have to be that way. Like,
no.
I could a little bit understand if we didn't know any better, but we do.
Yeah, we do.
And that's what's fucked up.
You know, the other argument that really pisses me off a lot, and you hear it, it's like a religious argument.
Mm-hmm.
It's that human beings could not possibly have that sort of a widespread effect on the environment to affect the planet that much. Like we're not. Go fuck yourself.
How many areas of the world have just
fucking
died?
ignorant. It's an ignorant point of view.
Yeah.
I mean, how many species have humans wiped out?
Just gone completely. Like that.
We change the entire average temperature of areas the size of cities just by paving everything and getting rid of foliage.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, the idea that we can't have an effect that huge is just, it's ignorant of what the truth is about what kind of an effect we really can have. All fucking 7 billion of us on this planet.
It's just ignorant to think that way. Like, I could affect the entire ecosystem of, like, the Shenandoah River that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
As vast as that river is. Like, I could release something into that within a year would completely alter that ecosystem. Like, it's very simple for us to... Well, it's a very simple thing for me to understand that we as humans can really fuck up Earth past the point of fixing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand why that's hard to grasp.
Well, like I was saying, the effects happen so slowly that...
Yeah.
I mean, you're literally talking about more than one human lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
So it's... Anything that takes longer than a human lifetime for there to be a huge noticeable change, people just ignore. It's
Just
like,
whiff it.
yeah, whatever. You know,
That's
not gonna fucking bother me.
Yeah, it's not
Meanwhile,
gonna bother
the-
me in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But people don't think about their fucking kids.
Yeah,
Or
my
their kids.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I want. I want a viable future for my children and my children's children, and the rest of humanity too.
Yeah, I mean that's what I care about. Like nobody likes to forward think anymore.
And I'm not a perfect person.
I'm not a perfect person either. I'm kind of an asshole sometimes, but I like to think that if I know better, then I'll do better.
Yeah, I think for the most part, when I can do good, I try to do good.
Yeah,
I try
absolutely.
to be a good person.
Yep, that's all you can do. But
the same can't be said for people that completely ignore science when all the evidence is there. Mike Pence.
That's a whole another.
Yeah, it's an entire other conversation. It doesn't matter. Only 3 people are watching.
It's okay.
I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna shut this thing down in a couple minutes. This is Lloyd keeps disappearing. I don't know where he's going. But
it's going to get more snacks.
Old ass dinosaurs. Yeah, and Rochelle
is just the best person.
Rochelle makes a good point too. She said, worst case scenario, even if you don't believe in global warming or climate change, why not try to cut down on pollution?
I don't understand.
Because that's something that even
just the common person can do. Like, I've actually heard people be irritated when other people talk about recycling. Just something as simple as recycling.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck do I have to have this whole other trash bin?
Yeah, why don't you just throw it in a goddamn landfill or whatever? I try to recycle as much as I can.
And I do too, but it's not that difficult.
You know what? In a perfect world, I wouldn't have trash at all. But all this comes from processing shit and putting it into plastic, and then now what are you going to do with the plastic? You can't compost it. But in a perfect world, I wouldn't have any trash or any recycling.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
I would.
But being that we are in the world that we do live in, like, recycling shouldn't be such a farce. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it shouldn't be a strain on your day to when you're throwing shit away to separate your fucking paper from your plastic or whatever bottles. Like, it just shouldn't be a strain, and it's the mentality of people that needs to change.
Yeah, and it's an old school mentality, and I do think that it is changing, but that's a 1950s ideology. That's a fuck the world type thing. I mean, people back in the day, they'd change their oil and then just fucking go dump the shit back behind the garage.
Yeah.
Just go dump the shit into the ground.
Yeah.
It's just heavy metals and poison.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
fucking.
What's that gonna do to the water system?
Yeah, no, I mean that's the old school ideology, and a lot of people have wised up to that. Even a lot of people in the older generation, but a lot of people are still stuck on that, and they're still stuck in a lot of things from that age, from that era.
They are, and that's why I say it's the mentality, because the mentality, like, sure, those people are gonna die off, but those people are also instilling that mentality into their kids.
Yeah.
So that's why you have these young people that are still fucked in the head because, their elders have instilled that in them. But
yeah,
it's hard to change somebody's mentality. You know what I mean?
You know what? My entire life, I've pretty much had the idea that I think that good is going to defeat bad.
I have that hope.
It's more of a hope now than it was. Like, I always had the idea that it would
Yeah.
It would just automatically just come out. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
It's gonna keep getting the edge.
And
the
I still have that hope.
I hope so too, but it also, like, man,
it's hard sometimes, dude.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if, like, there's anything in the universe that's making that happen. I don't think it's like a law of the universe. I think that bad could win, which makes me. It kind of lights a fire under your ass. Like, man, fucking. I gotta jump in and fucking do something.
That's what I mean. Like,
I mean, I got a job. I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta fucking. It's hard to do anything.
It really is. And I try to think of what I could actually do to be effective. And
Yeah.
I have a few things, in mind, but yeah, it's hard because I've been in that same position to just like sit back and not do anything, because to still maintain that faith but still be somewhat of a realist,
Yeah.
it's hard as fuck sometimes.
Well, it's one of the reasons that I do this is that a couple things is that like I can maybe enlighten somebody as to something that I do know about, which this is a topic that I'm mildly I know something about.
Absolutely.
But also, if I can free myself up to where I don't have to work a full-time job all the time, and then I can make money in some other way, then I can have more time
to put towards something else.
To put towards anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, including, my family and everything else.
Just passion pieces. Just anything that you're passionate about.
Yeah, and then I think that instead of installing surveillance systems and doing fucking computer networks and shit like that, then I can spend more time. I mean, even if it's just putting your opinion out there and information, enlightening people, you open more people's eyes to an issue that people might not be aware of.
Yeah.
And that could potentially have a huge impact one day. I mean, it just depends. It's like...
it really depends, and it's one of those things, if you don't put it out there, you'll never know.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing I'm trying to do with this show.
For me, like, you have this, which I told you from the beginning, I think it's fucking awesome, and it's turned into this beautiful thing. But, like, somewhere where I thought that I might be able to help, my first love was writing.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I feel that I do fairly well. So
get up on that mic a little bit.
Maybe I've been trying to figure out like a format of something where I could do.
Hey, babe.
What are you doing?
Hmm? You want to sit there? Or you want to come sit right here next to me?
I want to sit behind you.
Okay, you're creepy. Are you going to sit there, Will? Alright. You want to sit on my lap?
No.
Okay, you sit right there.
Yeah, just something, in some type of writing format that may...
Okay, alright.
Enlighten somebody, or...
Ow.
Just something to help, but...
William, look at me.
Jesus.
Well...
There we are.
I want to put on the white.
We're getting ready to shut this thing down. Is there anything you want to tell everybody?
Wait, you can sit on that seat. I want to sit on this seat.
You want to say anything to the Will before we shut it down?
No? So, we've got the host of the Mel Show here, and the host of the up-and-coming Will Show podcast as well, and they're here to let them know.
Okay. The Let It Know podcast.
Hey, can you guys tell them to smash that motherfucking like button?
Smash that motherfucking like button. Yeah, dude.
Alright. I think it's time to call it.
Alright, guys.
Lloyd slipped out on us again. I don't know.
Deserted
I
us.
have no idea.
He was sleeping on the couch out there.
Is he really?
That's
Lloyd's sleeping on the couch?
hilarious.
Oh, you know what? Look at that.
That's what happened.
Look at that. That's what happened right there.
That's Lloyd's NyQuil.
That thing's gone. That thing is about gone.
I'm
Or
gonna-
halfway gone anyway. if you stuck in with us, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.
Bad.
You guys ready to go crazy?
Yes. Bad, yeah!
Shh, don't scream into the mic, babe. You silly little girl.
Sorry.
Okay, so check this out. We are gonna play some music. Now, you're not gonna be able to hear it, but you guys can dance around and act crazy, okay? Okay. You'll be able to hear it on there, on those headphones.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening to the Let 'Em Know podcast on Instagram at Let 'Em Know Show, on Twitter at Let 'Em Know Show, Facebook.com/Let 'Em Know Podcast, www.letemknowpodcast.com.
Dustin.
Go down, click on any of our affiliate links, help us out.
Dustin.
Have a good night. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys next time. Probably Wednesday.
Holler.
Episode 20.
Yeah.
Don't have any idea who we got coming on yet, but we're going to get it figured out. Much love.
Turn on music.
And all that cool
Turn
stuff.
on music.
Take it easy.
Turn on music. Ba 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 ba. Dust, sit in this seat. Yellow. Yeah.
Oh my god. No, you hurt my ears.
Sorry.
You hurt my ears so much.
Alright, guys, tell everybody good night.
Good night.
Tell them thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. And good night.
Tell them to tune in next time.
Turn in next time.
Don't yell it at them.
Tune in next time. Dustin, I thought it was next time.
Probably on Wednesday.
Blah, 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 blah.
Travolta.
The ball.
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.